Okay. Can anyone hear me? Yes or no? Hit the 4, 9, or 8, or any number if you can hear me. Oh my God. Yes. Lord, we thank you. Can we shout about it? Come on and bless God in this place. Yeah, y'all. I was like, oh no. This is what happened. I just got a DoorDash, y'all, because Marianne and the sharks thing. So I still got some fish today. And you can't really eat fish cold, right? Yeah, I was like, oh no, I wanted to eat a meal. Oh, oh, Marianne, you be happy to know I got a little get back. My mic was messing up. Hallelujah. All right, y'all, let's get to this. I'm so ready, y'all. We got 3 episodes for life. Ah, oh Lord, no. Hold on. We got 3 episodes
from this
Polight.
Hollywood edition.
I don't know what's going on. Why it keeps starting right there? Yo, Polight is in prison. Okay. Just as a precursor to who he is and what's going on. So he was a part of this cult that started with a Dr. York, a man who's also in prison for over 100 years. And he went out and started scamming people with these pamphlets talking about, I can help you get your credit down and get you money, and you can buy a house through this program, except you're not buying it, you're stealing it. Did a whole lot of people dirty. Had someone that trusted him that died, passed away in Mexico. The man was married. And then it comes down the pipeline to where Polight ends up messing with his underage stepdaughter, essayed her, and now he's in prison. He was convicted as well. Being the coward that he is, I hope he get his ass whooped. Prison justice. And so now, Hood Horror, shout out to Hood Horror's YouTube channel, fantastic content creator, is doing a series on Polight. This is supposed to be somebody that represents this Black conscious community thing that Marianne keeps yapping about. This is the best they've got. This is the good people they put forward. Polight and Umar's and Nature Boy. Pharaoh's out there. It's like crazy when Pharaoh is the one that's sane minded. Out of the other 3, Pharaoh seems to be the one that wants to, even if he's holding them accountable just, to make himself look better, someone's doing it. The Black conscious community does not believe in suing people. And yet they still want to call him brother. No, he's prison, inmate number, whatever number it is. That's all Polight is. Prison inmate number, blah, 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 blah. USA an underage girl that he considered to be a stepdaughter. You don't get a brother. Why the hell are they saying that? Who knows? Now here we are. So we've already checked out episodes 1 through 5. We got 6, 7, and 8 lineup, and I'm just going to let them flow back to back. Y'all ready? Because I am. I have been trying to get this going for a minute. I appreciate all of you all for tuning in. Hit that like button. And listen, this is also, speaking to a broader theme about cults and how easy it is for people to be sucked into a cult when they think that there is a lot of money to be gained out of it. Cults typically appeal to those who, I'm not saying only, I'm just saying typically, to those who feel like, okay, being a part of this is going to make things better for me. Right? People who are typically happy with their lives and, pretty content with where they are, especially financially. They're harder to fool into a cult. I want you all to be cautious and wary of cult-like personalities and behavior, especially on social media. It is so easy to get sucked into a cult mentality online. So be cautious and wary of that. Yeah, it's my understanding that they were known to do that. Yep, I have to go 6:30. It's all good, S Files. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Black Anonymous. How y'all doing? Man, listen, I got to get your comments in, you all. I post them up. Laurie is in here. How you doing? How's school going, girl? Francisco up in here. Saints up in here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Francisco, let's see. I'm going to make sure I get everybody. Denedra's up in here. Everybody's up in here. Okay, cool. Y'all all good already? Black Anonymous said this was around the time they were going to expose Umar Johnson, but when Polight ran off with the cousin's daughter, exposed Umar fell by the wayside. It's crazy, right? Polight he was scamming from his own community with pyramid schemes and investment schemes. Just flat out scamming them. And then cried like a punk when he got caught. Nope. Going to prison. Polight was dating Sunita's wife cousin who had a young daughter. The daughter ran off with Polight. Yeah, she was like, 16, 15 years old? Y'all. Child. So, Black Anonymous has got the scoop. Black Anonymous, please drop the link to your articles, your website in the chat so that people can go and read more information as well about this whole connection with the Sunita, Umar, Polight, other players in this conscious community. It's like they just let each other get away with stuff. And it's horrible. So let's get into it, you all. Please drop your website links. If you got YouTube channels, S-Files, drop your YouTube channel link. You guys know we support you all here, and I appreciate you all so much. Let's get to it. Episode 6. Let's go.
I just need to get people the gist of the situation, because I ain't going to mention all the shady stuff the police did when we were slammed to that wall. Oh, yeah, a lot of shady stuff took place.
There you go,
Black. I got some other stuff that took place today. We in the hospital. In pain. On the bed, laid up. Guess what happens though, family? The police that told us they didn't want to hear shit from us. They don't want to know what we got to say. They're not interested in us trying to find out why we being handcuffed. Guess what? Now they nice enough to pay us a visit on some mafia shit. How can the people that the hospital knows abused us? We told the hospital who abused us. And the hospital sets up a situation for the damn LAPD to come in here to try to convince us they want to file a police report on our behalf. Give us nothing to sign, give us no papers or nothing. Oh, they want to have a meeting with you, they en route. Who the hell called the fucking LAPD to talk to us? They the ones that abused us. Oh, they just want to talk to you to help you out with the investigation. What investigation? Us? We in the damn hospital. I know a lot of people are afraid to take on police. I know that. I know, especially this LAPD. I know a lot of y'all are afraid to take on police. I'm dealing with the people who are ready to bang on every freaking level. I'm not playing around.
Brother Polight and Victoria's confrontation with police would occur nearly 3 years after Anuket left while pregnant with Brother Polight's child. Not long after she left, her oldest daughter, Renentet, who at the time was 17, would leave home and move back to California to live with Brother Polight.
When the mother took her daughters in the middle of the night, the daughter left her mother and ran away to go back to Polight.
Renentet and her younger sister, Mescanet, had always been known to Brother Polight's followers as his daughters, although they weren't biologically his.
These are my daughters. My daughter, Renentet.
Since moving back in with him, Brother Polight will often post videos and pictures of him and Renentet spending quality time together. Although she usually didn't say much when Brother Polight was live, on the night of the police confrontation, Renentet would briefly join us live and speak her mind to people that were making fun of the situation. She'd been living with Polight for over 2 years at this time.
You people were never in this situation, have never had anybody in this situation. This is not a game. This is people real life. This is people real life. Let's see how you feel if that's you, if that's your mother, if that's your auntie, if that's your cousin, and how you feel. Oscar, there is no level of turn up that's appropriate. And you will never know.
Don't worry about it, because some of these people is designed to just agitate you. Some of these people are just here to rile you up emotionally and get you to commit to something that misrepresents you. Now, I'm going to keep my cool. Because after all, we don't even know the people that's talking. Some of these people could just be hired just to sit here and agitate us while we very vulnerable because of our emotions.
After a nearly 2-hour live stream, Brother Polight will close out by vowing to get justice for the pain and suffering the LAPD caused him in Victoria.
I should have known better. I can't get caught slipping like that. I should have definitely known better. But you did it to the wrong person. And it don't matter if I were to die right now. I'm seeing to it that it stopped. I'm glad I can be the one that was abused.
Controversial activist and civil rights attorney Malik Shabazz will take on Polight's case against the LAPD. He would set up a press conference in front of the Hollywood Police Department a week later. Although he had been portraying himself to be a self-made millionaire for the past few years, Brother Polight will use the time promoting the press conference as another grift. He urges followers to donate to a GoFundMe to help with the legal fees. He has set a goal of $75,000 and promised anyone who contributed to the cause that they would be paid back if he won the lawsuit.
No one cares if a black woman was traumatized from the experience. Come on, look what happened.
Hold on.
Look what
you go sit here and pay people back that donated to you on GoFundMe. Some of these people could donate anonymously. How are you going to reach out to them? What if they didn't have any information connected them to a GoFundMe account? What in the world? Why didn't he just ask his wealthy NBA player, homeboy? You know the reason why he went to California in the first place? He flashed all this money around. He had money in the trunk of his car in bags, in Ziploc bags. But yeah, he didn't want to pay his own attorney's fees. You can't make this shit up.
What happened to Victoria, man? They damn near dragged her across the pavement just to slam her against the wall. It's going to be a fight. I want y'all to know. But yeah, definitely hit up the GoFundMe. It's not a game. GoFundMe.com and type in Brother Polight versus the LAPD. Donate what you can. Put your best interest forward. Put whatever you can put in there. Do it once, do it twice, do it 3 times, do as much as you possibly can, because it does cost to organize. I do have people supporting the cause, but you may not realize what it takes to fly attorneys into town that we need. May not understand what it takes to organize people to retrieve certain.
No. You're supposed to have the money, remember? Big baller. He's supposed to be rich and wealthy. What you mean? First of all, why are you flying attorneys into town? Get an attorney in the district you're in. They're supposed to be practicing law in the state of California either way. If an attorney wants to represent you, wouldn't they naturally just say, you know what, we have, a Zoom hearing? This is crazy. Don't pick an attorney you got to fly in. It's mind-boggling how he had all of that money in bags. Because, it could have been Monopoly money and fake. Printed money. That's not real. Which is a crime in and of itself. But yeah, he got all this money in bags in the trunk of his car. Every time you see him, he putting stacks of cash on a plate, on a dinner plate. And yet he doesn't have money to cover his own legal fees. That ought to tell you something right there. That is the epitome of him being broke as hell. No one told him to get an attorney. It's a civil proceeding. You can represent yourself. Doesn't he claim to be a sovereign citizen?
Documents to hold these press conferences to bring other people in.
This is insane.
On behalf of the victims, to keep this thing afloat and try to make life normal. You have no idea what type of intimidation tactics and chaos that is being promulgated into our life, because we decided that we're not going to back down. We're not going to be quiet. So provided we come out that lawsuit heavy, get your money right back. You got me on record saying that. We just need as much support as possible, because there's several different things we have to do. And just retaining legal help in itself is a costly venture, because we're not nickel and diamond. And we're not over here asking everybody to do something for us pro bono.
No, you should be. This so-called whoever this Malik Zulu Shabbat, if he's a real attorney and he wants to do this pro bono, then let him. This dude raised $75,000. Can you believe this? But he flashing out clothes and cars and houses and, oh, look how I'm living by the beach. I got a pool in the back. You better go sell that house. And yet they all thought this was okay. Same thing Umar does. Donations and gifts. Hit the cash up. Hit your PayPal. Like you just owe him the money. Nobody owes these clowns a damn thing. Are you kidding me?
This costs money to
Oh,
organize.
man,
It costs money for us to facilitate. I can't stress it enough. We need your support.
All right. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. All right. We're here because a press release was sent out about another incident of police abuse and police brutality by the Los Angeles Police Department from this Hollywood division. My name is Malik Shabazz. I am the president of Black Lawyers for Justice, and I am here on behalf of my client and a person that I respect, Mr. Michael Noack, who is also known as Polight, known as Brother Polight. He's very well known all around America for teaching and helping African Americans. Los Angeles Police Department, no doubt, had no reasonable suspicion to stop him and Miss Victoria Lamore. They had no probable cause to cuff them and to arrest them. They had no reason to seize them unlawfully against their Fourth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. They had no right to use excessive force, which is another violation of the United States Constitution, Section 1983. Another tragic incident of LA Police Department officers acting as rogue agents and cowboys and abusing citizens at random without justification. That is what we're here to talk about, to expose here today. Let me bring to you Mr. Michael Noack. That's N-O-A-K. Michael Noack, known as Polight. And I say this, you mess with the wrong one to the Los Angeles Police Department.
Victoria Lamore was driving, and I left the truck to go inside of the Western Union that's on the corner of Hollywood and Whitley. And no sooner than I got in there to start filling out the forms, about 4 minutes have elapsed, where I realized there was something transpiring outside that appeared to be volatile. When I stepped outside of the Western Union, I was asked, why am I videotaping? Secondly, I was told, turn around. All I can say is, I just stepped out here, and I was turned around by them. So the second I was told turn around, simultaneously, I was forcibly turned around. I was slammed into the wall several times. I was pushed by an officer on the left and pushed by an officer on the right, repeatedly, as both of them were yelling and screaming to me to stop moving, stop moving, stop moving. And I'm trying to explain to them, you guys are moving me. I cannot stop moving because you guys are moving me to the left and right. Then a gun was put to my head and I was slammed to the wall one more time, and my arms was put to my back and I was lifted from my back right arm while it was being twisted. By this time, they already grabbed Victoria Lamore and slammed her to the wall already.
And tell me this, what were her injuries? What are her injuries as you know at this point?
She has a shoulder injury.
This is not court. They're outside on the sidewalk. The sidewalk is not court. Shouldn't they be in court? If he was charged and arrested, or if he was charged and arrested, shouldn't he have had a court date? At least a probable cause hearing? What happened to this? What the police incident report, the police records, body camera footage. Why aren't they just showing that? I mean, they're out here having a whole presser conducting it like it's court, like he's out here, doing an examination. You can't make this up.
A shoulder injury. She has a fracture, and she has one other pain that goes down her back.
Was this myth?
The friendship between Sarnetta and Brother Polight would prove to be a rocky one at best. One minute it seemed like they hated each other, and the next minute they were back friends. During the course of Polight's battle with the LAPD, he and Sonetta would settle their differences. The on-again, off-again beefing with each other had many people thinking they were just doing it for clout.
People be telling me you and I was beefing for fame. And I'm like, yo, you know what, Polight?
I'm gonna say this, and you all can take it how you want, but Polight is one ugly dude. I mean, he is ugly. You sure is ugly. Like, you are a beast. You're hideous. God. And then for him to carry on and think that it's okay to mess with underage girls, and that he's not supposed to go to prison for that, it just makes him even uglier. Good Lord, he's ugly.
I honestly wish it was fake.
Yeah, me too.
Because I felt bad after me and you fell out, so I wish it was.
And people,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and people can't really see that it really be genuine because they deal with too much conspiracy theories.
Throughout the course of Brother Polight's online presence, he has said and did numerous things that created controversy.
Yeah.
One of those things was when he began praising money and calling it his God. This will ruffle a lot of people's feathers, but Polight.
But he was raising money on GoFundMe for attorney's fees, though, right? Shouldn't he have paid his attorney that attorney Shabazz guy? Shouldn't he have paid him this money here? So you take a photo with a stack of cash on the bed while you're begging for money on GoFundMe. How stupid is his supporters and followers to not put that 2 and 2 together? This idiot took a photo of him praying to a stack of cash on the damn bed while he has an active GoFundMe account raising money for attorney's fees. What in the entire hell is this? Come on now. It's laughable. It's like, I'm going to just pimp slap you and expect you to stand there and take it. And then how dare you say something about me pimp slapping you? Back and forth. This is a pimp slap to the face. And they said nothing. They just keep calling him brother and supporting his dumb ass. His ugly dumb ass. Are you kidding?
Would only double down.
Y'all say I sold out. I say I cashed in. People are always beefing with me when I say I love money. It's like the only thing you're not supposed to love. But all the other things that people love, it normally costs you money to get them. I'm just going straight to the source. I don't need a Jesus in the way of me going to the Father. I believe in money more than I believe in God. Walk with me, people.
Oh, okay, God said ditto. How about this? You're gonna go to prison for all the crimes you've committed. Don't ask me to help you get out. He did. Yeah, no. Don't test God on anything. Okay. Especially when you're not prepared for the result. Yeah, no. There's a consequence now. You might not like it. Here, this is the same person here. This miscreant is begging for money for attorney's fees, or he was. He was begging for money for attorney's fees for a lawsuit that was dismissed. Probably because it had no standing. He failed to state a claim. Something to that extent. I can almost see that being one of two reasons. And yet he is talking about how he worships God, money like God. And how money is more important to him than God. Then why does he have these tattoos on his face?
Walk with me and share this video. I want you to share this video with the world so they can know how pissed off I am about God. Because y'all want to talk about frauds and scammers. Jesus is the biggest fraud in the black community. You want me to worship a God that was in control of everything, that is omnipresent during the time we was being raped, robbed, pillaged, and castrated. You actually turn around and say, I don't understand. What is there not to understand? So people talk all that.
He walking around here. Oh no. Oh, he walking around here looking like a deranged Cabbage Patch doll that was rejected and got stuck in a machine and then pulled out and then got stuck again. Because that's how hideous he is. And you sitting here mad at God because you lost a lawsuit. And you are scamming people. God didn't tell you to scam nobody. You and the devil are both a liar. That's why he's in prison. Because God didn't condone his mess, his nonsense. You essayed an underage girl. Are you kidding? Ain't mad at God for what? Problems you created and you had to answer to. Boy, this community is jacked up if that's what they think. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why wear this Osiris? Why he got them tattoos all over his face if he doesn't believe in any God at all? So he's an atheist now?
I'm religious. I'm spiritual. Money's evil. The love of money is evil. I love money. And guess what?
What?
I empower my people to be able to pay their bills, to be able to do right by their children.
Brother Polight would make his way to New York to meet up with Sarnetta after they renewed their friendship. It was the first time they'd seen each other in person in over a year. With all the drama surrounding the fact that Brother Polight was calling money as God, there were numerous people that wanted to debate him about that topic. One of those people was a cult leader named Nature Boy that had recently moved with his cult to Mexico to escape the United States, or as he called it, Babylon. Nature Boy's teachings were all about becoming one with nature and were totally against the idea of idolizing money. Sarnetta would set up a telephone debate between the two of them while Polight was at his studio.
Money can't be our God. It can't be our God. Money is our devil because money replaces our morals. When we were a civil people in tune with nature, when we didn't need money, on the dollar bill is "and God we trust."
When you say we never did this before, because remember, money's my religion, so I ain't gonna have nobody just bashing my religion like that. So if you're telling me something about religion, my religion in particular, then I gotta fight for my religion. We gotta have a religious crusade when we start saying this is what we used to do and we never was there, and money is evil, and we exchange morals instead of currency. Now I have to say, where are you getting these ideas from? Because I've never heard of it. I've never come across it, and I'm looking for a point of reference for it.
I can give you a point of reference right now in this time and place because I live so close to it. I want you to look out and I want you to realize that how many species on this planet need money to live other than the human species?
As thinking people, you say, show me another species that needs it. Show me another species with the brain capacity that we have.
You can make this up. You got Polight, a cult leader in prison. Nature Boy, a cult leader in prison, debating each other with Sarnetta, who allowed this bullshit to happen and still won't just call a spade a spade. What is the hot buffoonery is going on?
We are sentient beings. As we went past or transcended Homo genus and Homo sapien, once we go past those things, we become so sophisticated and so crafty, we need laws, we need rules, we need regulations. I've heard this from only black people.
Nature, tap out, nature. That's all, man.
Hold on. I've only heard black people come up with this idea that we never use money. Money is wicked.
Right.
But I know people are wicked. I don't know no damn dollar shit nobody. I never saw a $5 bill trip nobody. I never saw a $100 bill kill nobody.
Right.
Black people do this. White people do this. People world over do this. Money just be sitting there.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And if people use money for evil and it can be accredited for evil, why can't we accredit money for good? You feel me? Why can't we accredit money for good things?
Good point. Go ahead, Nature.
I got a question. Listen, I got a question for you.
We ain't gonna get the answer. I got you.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Brother Polight. Who on the bank?
Who on the bank? Well, the bank that I'm running, the bank that I'm part of is called One United Bank, and the CEO is a former Black Panther, but the whole board is black, what you call African American, whom I call American Africans of the diaspora. It's called One United Bank. They're actually the biggest black bank in the world. That's where I have my money in, One United Bank.
Just here to let you know, I officially set up my bank account, the biggest, best black bank in America. Yeah. This is the brother Kevin. He's so down to earth. It's amazing. And I'm imploring that everybody else set up their accounts online. If you can't make it, don't make an excuse. Let's make it happen. Black money matters. Peace.
The backlash Brother Polight was getting from his followers for what they considered to be mocking God and idolizing money was unrelenting. Flocks of people began to unfollow him as a result. The backlash was so overwhelming that it compelled Brother Polight to make a public apology
So what I want to do, I want to definitely sincerely apologize to my brothers and sisters in the conscious community for my approach towards making money my religion.
A serious point of contention between Brother Polight and Sonetta was the fact that Sonetta thought Brother Polight had strayed too far from his original goal of teaching and inspiring black people and had now gotten too close in dealing with white people. He considered Polight to be compromised and too caught up in the money and flashy lifestyle.
Trust me, I invest in my people quite often. But what people are doing is not fair, because I don't get on people's case for working for the white man. You do know if you work for the white man, you're making him way more money than any amount of shirts, pants, or sneakers I could buy throughout the year. You're destroying Black America, not me, and I'm not mad at you.
My perspective of the world, people, and politics is going to change. And that's what people have to understand. I've been so many different places. You know, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Israel, I've been to Ethiopia, I've been to South Africa, I've been to the Bahamas. Business partner, you know how to get to the money, this guy right here. Ain't no game. Fellow New Yorker, out here in the Bahamas.
Man, Brother Polight in the house.
Hey, my brother, man.
He's trying to get his name out there connected to as many people as he can because he thinks that's going to help generate more, spotlight on him and more money. He figured out if I can have other people think that I'm famous and rich, then they'll start treating me like that, and then they'll start giving me money for reasons. For these stupid ass scams. How many times did he say he has some program that can help repair somebody's credit? Exactly how do you go about doing that, Polight? I mean, he never gave you the steps as to how he would do that. No evidence or any of that. You got this community, this conscious community that sat here and propped this idiot up. And for what? But never could explain how do you go about helping someone secure some house without it being flat out thievery? Because what he had them doing was stealing property. How do you go about repairing somebody's credit? What are the steps to that? He just told people, I can do this, and that was it. And somehow, and this is the worst thing I can't stand, because you're black, I'm black, you're supposed to support me because we're black, and that's it. For no other reason. Never mind if it's a scam or a pyramid scheme or a crime. Nope. You're supposed to support me because we're black and cover for me and protect me and defend me because we're black. Even if I break the law, we black. So you're supposed to watch out for me because, black and black and black. The hell? Never mind laws. But yeah, he goes out the country to have business partners that aren't even black because, they're not. It's the most insane thing, but somehow the black people he is taking advantage of are supposed to just forgive him because they're black and for no other reason. Nope. You're not supposed to tear another black man down. You're supposed to just have my back. I get to keep on conning you out of your money, but you're supposed to have my back and never call me out on it. You can't make this stupid stop.
As much as I would like to lie to my people and tell them that white people have been disrespecting me everywhere I go, world over, and they're all evil, I would love to tell people that, but I can't. You understand what I'm saying? I have to be honest and say, you know what? I had some of the worst things done to me by my own race. Now, of course, our teachers who don't travel much would like to say, you know what? Oh, the cracker got his mind. Oh, he think because he got some Beverly Hills money that they're going to change on him. Look, they're going to take his house. This is what they prey on. They prey on my demise because my mind is open.
Not surprisingly,
demise, even
the
though he don't
friendship
have a
between
job.
Polight and Sonetta would come to an end not too long after they made up. The split would come after a heated discussion in which Sonetta felt Polight was being extremely disrespectful to the same people that helped him get in the position he was in.
People are acting like my children are going to be missing out on something if I leave the neighborhood. So I can give them a tour guide of how we look at our worst. I see crime where I used to live. I walk by the drug dealer. I walk by the gang member.
You was a part of the problem at one time. You were a crip. you were a gangbanger. You were one of the dudes that was representing your colors, brother. You was one of the dudes that was busting your motherfucking gun in the community with the old ladies running and the babies grabbing. So now you doing your shit. And then
you want me to continue doing that, brother? All my cases come from being amongst degenerates because I don't need a degree to survive in Brownsville. I need animal instincts to survive in Brownsville. So, nigga, I had to be in my animal bag. It's the only way I could survive. Now I'm out. Now I'm saying, yo, yeah, we animals in that motherfucker.
You just turned our motherfucking people into fucking savages and animals, brother. I disagree with that, man.
Why are you so afflicted? Are you the degenerate I'm talking about? You niggas is living in this shit and you done got so used to it. I sound like I'm speaking a fucking foreign language.
Hold on. Who are you talking to, Bub? Who are you talking? Are you referring to the video that's playing? Because I know damn well you're not talking to me. I know damn well you're not talking to me. Who are you talking to? What the hell? Who needs help? We're not here to defend a pet that's in prison. The hell you talking to? Can't make this shit up.
But shit, I know where the fuck I'm gonna go. How the fuck I'm gonna come? I love doing what I do here. I love getting them. Brother, I'm outside. I'm not amongst a bunch of motherfuckers that's killing all around me where I'm at in my hood. I'm not moving far away from my people around no fucking crackers like they better than us. Man, you know how many good neighborhoods they got in Brooklyn? See, you can move. Just go about your business. But don't turn around and say, yeah, them niggas there and they this and they that. You can't do that. When you do that, that's when you get the backlash.
Fuck that shit. Fuck the ghetto. Fuck the hood and fuck the animals that live in that motherfucker. And if you feel like I'm talking to all black people, fuck you.
What you do is like you bigging up white people like they are white people, and then you putting down black people. Like, look at how you talking about your people.
Drug dealer is a
Don't
people.
do it. We sold drugs before.
Take advantage of them.
Selling drugs, making yourself look like you so months above everybody else.
And yet, where was Sinet at when he was out here pushing out these dumbass pamphlets? Lying, saying he could fix somebody's credit or get them to buy a house when they were stealing. Dude went to prison for that nonsense. What was Sinet at when he was perpetuating these schemes? Polight out here literally taking money from black people. He had a GoFundMe for attorney's fees and then would turn around and take photos with stacks of cash as if they weren't smart enough to see this dude don't need any money from me. He's taking a photo with a stack of cash. He could have just given that to his attorney. Representing him in a lawsuit that was still dismissed. You can't make this up. What was Sonetta at when he was out here in the beginning lying to people, telling them that he could do all this crap and you can make all this money if you just follow my easy steps and my pampers? Sonetta didn't say nothing. Joke.
That's from the fucking hood, Polight. You don't want to live around animals, Polight. Don't forget, it was the animals who got you to the level you on, Polight.
The animals was not bringing me up. Unless you guys are the animals I'm talking about. You an animal, sir? You an animal? You were supporting me? You the animal?
Once again, the mudslinging between Polight and Sonetta picked up exactly where it left off the last time.
Believe me, I got data on you. But see, what you say about me is all good. I don't give a about that. But the shit I got on you is real shit, Polight. You don't want to go there.
Sonetta would take a few subliminal jabs at Polight's wives and Renentet as well. Brother Polight would claim that the real reason Sonetta was mad was because Renentet was supposed to fix his credit, but she never got around to it.
You're too niggerish. You don't know how to do nothing without being negative, man. Nothing. You don't even know how to let your brother part his way without being negative. You mad negative. And I don't want to deal with the negativity. You can't get the house you want in another neighborhood to get out the hood. So you can move to the Bronx
But you can't get the house because your credit sucks. So after you betrayed Brother Polight X amount of times, you still came to me for help. And Brother Polight said, okay, go to my daughter. She does that? Yeah, that's what she does. I got the proof too. So I dare you to lie. I dare you to lie. I dare you to lie and say you ain't beseech my daughter to get your credit score fixed. And then you turn around, you get at that young sister because you mad at me? There's no excuse for that. She ain't did nothing to you. You should call my daughter so you can confirm if she actually cried because you was talking about her. This is the same daughter.
Look, forget the crime. If your daughter was supposed to be aiding in this business and somehow able to fix somebody's credit, which is not something she could do, but, you know, someone paid her to do a service. It's called accountability. It ain't about negativity. It's accountability. You don't go to a restaurant, order a meal, and then because you don't get your food, the manager comes out and tells you, why are you being so negative? You're so negative. I can't take the negativity. You can't just part ways in peace. I haven't gotten my food. I came in here. I placed the order. I'm expecting a meal for what I paid for. And you haven't given me anything in return. Not some fries, not a salad, not a drink, nothing. Not even offered an appetizer. You talking about part ways? Give me what I paid for. Give me what I ordered. And then we can talk about parting ways. Would anyone still stay in that restaurant? You go in there and you order a whole meal. You order something to drink. And then the manager comes up to you talking about you being so negative. You know, why we just can't part ways and I can't take the negativity. And you sitting here like, wait a minute, I haven't gotten the meal that I ordered. You owe me a product. You owe me service. You mean? And then they get mad at you because you're upset that you have not got what you paid for. How dare you come in my restaurant and order a meal and think that I'm going to give it to you, and then if you don't get it, how dare you get mad for not getting what you ordered? How dare you? That's how he sounds. That's how this buffoon sounds. I can't believe you paid my daughter money to fix your credit and you mad because you didn't get it. Now you're being negative. No, just fix it and give me my money back. This is the same scamming dude that had to pay back a college student $15,000 and had written up a contract saying he would give him back his money 4 times 400% more because he would be able to invest it and flip it. This kid in college gave him 15 grand. He was supposed to get him back 60. And all he can talk about is, oh, you're being so negative. You're being so negative. No, you're taking people's money and saying you're going to do something with it and you didn't do it. And when people hold you accountable for it, now you want to call it negativity. The F out of here.
I was going to fix your credit when you asked. This fool don't know when too much is too much. Leave my fucking children alone. Leave my wives alone. You got a problem with me? Talk about me. For me, I got to see the challenge on it. I wonder if I can survive this chaos. Now I know I can, so it really don't bother me. But you're just going too far when you start talking to my children. My daughter got to call me crying like, yo, da-da-da-da. People call me, yo, what's up with son? Now you talking about your children? Okay, cool.
Fuck you, Polight. Ain't nobody scared of you. I know you's a bitch because I seen the bitch in your eyes when Captain Tazoriak told you to cross the fucking line, nigga. So you ain't scaring nobody.
If you want to cross the road, cross the road. That's what you do. Don't sit here and talk shit like what's going to pop up, what's going to do this. If you're going to cross the line, cross the line. Otherwise, get the out of here. That's what you do. You don't sit here and disrespect my brother.
Who you going to get? You going to get your Crips, nigga? Who you going to get? I'm outside every day. You're not scaring and you're not bullying nobody. Talk about the scamming, nigga. What you mad at? You mad because I came out and denounced your bitch ass? You mad because I came out and told the people that you were scamming? What, I wasn't supposed to say nothing? Huh? You mad at that? Polight. Don't make me do it, bro. I'm trying to.
Why? Why? You know he's scamming. What the heck is wrong with you? He had been scamming for years. This isn't new. can watch an episode and see he was scamming. Sonetta, you sat back and said nothing while he was doing it all this time. You were supposed to be his friend while you knew he was scamming. He claimed that he had sent out books people ordered and never sent them. What do you mean? Why are you taking your time to call him a scammer?
Hold back. And you know what I'm talking about. I told the people that you are a habitual liar. So you go on to say that Sonetta talked about your kids. Who are you talking about? I never talked about my aunt. Get one video, I would never talk about my aunt. Why in the hell would I talk about little my aunt? You ain't talking about Tashia, right? You ain't talking about her, right? You ain't talking about Tashia Barnes, right? I know you ain't talking about her. I knew her before you, Polight. You ain't talking about her, right? The one you call Renentet, you ain't calling her your daughter, are you?
When the situation happened where the young sister left her mother to be with Polight, Sonetta gave specific detail. He even called her real name.
Don't do it. Don't make me do it, huh? Little Dr. York, don't make me do it, little Dr. York. You ain't talking about her, right? The one that you call Renente, huh? That ain't your daughter. Cut it out. Don't make me bring her sister right here in front of me. Her sister is my wife's cousin. She ran away from home to be with your bitch ass.
Brother Polight adamantly denies Sonetta's insinuation that he and Renenset were having a sexual relationship, and he vowed to get back at him for spreading the accusation.
If I'm going to get bigger and bigger in what I do, if I'm a stride and have higher aspirations, it comes with the territory that people are going to say negative things. So I just accept it for what it is, and I live my life. I don't watch it. I don't want to be negative by it. I don't want to be consumed by it. I don't want to be cursing people out left and right and talking about their wives and their children, get as disgusting as they get with me, get that with them. I don't want to do that. So I'll let them be. But the stuff that's being said is ridiculous. It's crazy. Oh man, you over 50 years old and you want to play a young man's game. You want to play a young man's game, and somewhere in your brain, you believe, oh, he ain't got nothing on me. Bro, I'm the closest to you than anyone else in the community. I'm closer to you than anybody else in the community. And how many times has the community seen you betray me? You think
how is this
that each time you betray
this girl ran away from home underage to go live with him. Y'all saw how he was just kissing her on the cheek, rubbing her on the face. That's not typical when you're talking about a father-daughter relationship like that. What are you talking about? No. That was highly inappropriate. My dad never did that to me like that. At 18, 19 years old. Are you kidding me?
Hey, man, you come back, you think I don't start collecting data? You think I don't have a level of anticipation for you to do it again? You want to talk about me? Fine. You want to do it 2, 3 times? Fine. But what I'm not going to lie.
Sonetta knew this and said nothing. Don't make me call you out. He knew all of this. The girl was married. She was the cousin of his wife or something like that. And it's like, you know that this is going on. And you're only bringing it up when you're mad at him. What do you mean? You're a grown man. You know this ain't right.
All you to do is blatantly lie.
Both of them
you blatantly lied on me several times. You violating my wives and violating my children and lying completely on me.
That's not
It's
lying.
disgusting.
You're disgusting. That's why he's in prison. He's a cult leader claiming to have multiple wives. And somehow he's disgusted at the idea that some young lady he called his daughter could possibly be existing in that home as his wife. You know, in his imagination. Because none of them are legally married. It's ridiculous.
So if I respond the way I respond, I just gotta respond. Real talk. So gloves gonna be off. But one thing I'm not gonna reduce myself to these silly Negroes on YouTube.
Yeah, he's not saying anything in return.
That say too much and do too much. So this is what I'm just explaining to some people who like, yo, I want you to say something, I want you to respond, but I want you to understand all responses are not due a YouTube response. Because the level of accusations being brought to me, I got to deal with it on a certain level. And it won't be like...
Yeah, no, he's not going to deal with it at all. He's not going to do anything. He's a punk ass who's too afraid to even take ownership of what he went to prison for. So, no, he's not going to do anything. He's just going to keep running his mouth. As he says the same thing for the third time in various ways. All he's doing is just rearranging words at this point.
Like the kiddie YouTube stuff where, oh, he said something bad about me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to up the ante and I'm going to talk about his children. This is not that. This stuff is way too serious at this particular point. It's not that. So unfortunately, family, I can't give you the vintage Polight YouTube vibe because it's beyond YouTube. And these Negroes is silly. They like, yo, I dare you to respond. You think after everything you said, I'm supposed to just be doing YouTube responses to rebuttal the things you said? I'm a rebuttal it, all right.
What time he said this?
I'm a rebuttal it, all right.
Good time.
Surprisingly, Sanetta's allegations against Polight didn't cause too much of a stir within the conscious community. In a matter of about a week, almost nobody was talking about it anymore. During the time him and Sanetta were beefing online, Brother Polight and Victoria would fly to Ohio, where Brother Polight had a speaking engagement that was set up by independent filmmaker Marianne Lorient. Brother Polight and Victoria would also make a cameo appearance in a movie Marianne was filming at the time titled Caleb.
Look!
Is everyone in the office? Yeah. Okay, when Miss Hilton gets here, come and get me personally. Don't call. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You can walk your ethical behind right out of my office, Edward. You must be crazy if you think I'm going to give a walking corpse a $400,000 recording contract.
Look, I can see where this is going. Why don't we all just calm down? We're not enemies here.
For the next month or so, Brother...
This dude had a whole speaking line. And Marianne Lorient is proud of this shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. We can't escape her nowhere, no matter where we go. Oh, this awful man. That was just awful. That was awful. Oh my God. Oh, that was terrible, Marianne. Could you not get anybody else? So corny. You put this idiot in your movie. You didn't care that he was scamming people. That he had to pay back this college kid 15 grand. You're supposed to be an activist and all. Yeah, it's funny how she wasn't an activist putting this nasty bet in her movie. No wonder your movies aren't doing well. The garbage. What the hell did y'all see? Let's go back. This is the whole scene. Y'all. Low shark, low shark, low shark, low shark, low shark.
Brother Polight and Victoria would also make a cameo appearance in a movie Marianne was filming at the time titled Caleb.
Okay.
Oh, this is funny.
Is everyone in the office? Yeah. Okay, when Miss Hilton gets here, come and get me personally. Don't call. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You can walk your ethical behind right out of my office, Edward.
What's she saying like that?
You must be crazy if you think I'm going to give a walking corpse a $400,000 recording contract.
Look, I can see where this is going. Why don't we all just calm down?
She got her arm over the chair. He leaned down into the chair. This dude right here is barely shown. Yeah. I think the scene was meant to really highlight Polight. You know, the idiot that's in prison. Marianne, you should be ashamed of yourself for this god-awful
$100,000 recording contract.
Look, I can see where this is going. Why don't we all just calm down? We're not enemies here.
For the next month or so, Brother Polight will be out.
Did she say he had an appearance? I thought she said, you know, he just did like an appearance right quick. I didn't know he had a speaking line. I didn't know he had speaking lines at all. A cameo. That's what she said. Did she say that on our Rim Rum's live stream? He only had like a cameo. because he's in the conscious community and blah, blah, blah. Never mind the scamming. Never mind the accusations. Never mind the fact that you never questioned who this girl was that ran away from home. Oh, like real activists would do. Never mind that shit. Nope. Because he's in the conscious community and he's connected to other, celebrities, even though he's broke as hell asking for money for attorney's fees. Never mind that. Never mind him turning money into his God. I thought you were a Christian, Marianne. You should have been disgusted by that girl. He did videos denouncing God and said that money was more important to him than God. And you're a Christian. You cool with that? You can't make this up. I thought she said he only had a cameo. I didn't know he had speaking lines. Y'all, this is crazy. Did y'all notice?
To the spotlight and totally avoiding any new controversies or scandals. But during his trip to Ohio, he will learn of a housing development being constructed out of shipping containers, not too far from his hotel where he was staying in Columbus.
We are talking about the Cargominium project going up on Old Leonard Avenue. That's where NBC4's Ted Hart is live tonight with an inside look at some new apartments there made from old cargo containers. Ted?
What?
Well, in Ellie, it's already beginning to take shape. You can see 54 shipping containers that have now been stacked next to and on top of each other, creating the framework for a new 3-story apartment complex. It's basically a prefab 17,000 square foot structure.
Typically, to frame out a structure that large, you are looking at over 3 months. What you see here was done in 5 days.
And developer Derek Pryor says,
in 5 days, how stable is this? Anybody doing construction? Where Brother Malik at? How stable is this foundation? I wouldn't be surprised if this thing toppled down. What do you mean in 5 days? This is the crap thing. God, y'all, this is crazy. So everybody's lives got to be put in jeopardy. Are these things still up?
that's a huge savings in construction costs.
This is crazy.
This project was the dream of Michelle Reynolds, founder of Nothing Into Something Real Estate, a nonprofit housing organization that until now had focused on old blighted homes. But Reynolds says turning shipping containers into apartments fits with the organization's Nothing Into Something mission. If they look somewhat cold and uninviting now, just wait.
You're going to have warm finishes. You're going to have hardwood floors. You're going to have bright colors on the walls. So they will not have a feel that you're living in a box.
A few days after flying back home from Columbus, he would make another trip back there and attempt to pull off one of his biggest scams to date.
The first stop is Ohio. So we got some work to do. I got a development going on over there, or several, for my real estate company. So we're building a library and apartment building there, and we're going to take you there live. And guess what? We're going to actually be working. We're going to put some boots on the ground. We're going to work in that cold. We're going to be in the mud, the gloves. And after that, we're going to create an opportunity for people outside of membership, which I normally don't do that much. But we're going to give jobs away. So I'm going to provide housing for anyone that wants to come into that part of Ohio, Columbus, and work, right? And this is from $15 an hour to $35 an hour, ranging. So whether you're not a resident of Ohio or you are a resident of Ohio, we're going to create an opportunity for you to get in a home and you can just work there.
Y'all, we're going right to the next one. Next.
You're going to have warm finishes. You're going to have hardwood floors. You're going to have bright colors on the walls.
So this supposed to be the finishing product here. And he claims that he is responsible for that. You can't make this stop, Mary Ann. You let this lying ass idiot in your movie. In your movie. And you proud of that. Think about you in the Catholic community. Yo, this scamming ass dude. This is the type of dude she's attracted, like a Umar and a Polight. And a nature. Even nature. Look, somebody said even Nature Boy. Even Nature Boy couldn't even agree with that. Y'all, something else. Y'all said Random University had a watch party of a Caleb movie. Oh, child, God bless his heart. I'm not watching. Hell no. And from what I've seen, I am not pleased. Marianne, I can't believe this. Like all your movies are the same. Was that recorded with a cell phone as well? Why the hell is Polight in that film? The little 2 lines he had, you couldn't cut him out. You can't make this up, y'all. That was god awful. The girl all flinched over, and one dude down, sloped down in the chair. You couldn't even see the other guy. Yeah, now he's lying about this.
So they will not have a feel that you're living in a box.
A few days after flying back home from Columbus, he would make another trip back there and attempt to pull off one of his biggest scams to date.
The first stop is Ohio. So we got some work to do. I got a development going on over there, or several, for my real estate company. So we're building a library and apartment building there, and we're going to take you there live. And guess what? We're going to actually be working. We're going to put some boots on the ground. We're going to work in that cold. We're going to be in the mud, the gloves, and...
Y'all, Marianne, you still in somebody else's quip. Y'all, she don't say boots. She says boot. One boot on the ground. Put one boot on the ground. Yeah. Yo, one boot. Not 2, just 1.
After that, I'm going to create an opportunity for people outside of membership, which I normally don't do that much, but we're going to give jobs away. So I'm going to provide housing for anyone that wants to come into that part of Ohio, Columbus, and work, right? And this is from $15 an hour to $35 an hour, ranging. So whether you're not a resident of Ohio or you are a resident of Ohio, we're going to create an opportunity for you to get in the home, and you can just work there.
I know, right? Black Anonymous. All these celebrities, he couldn't get them to help him out.
He claimed that he was the owner of the condominium projects that was going on in Ohio. Y'all remember that?
We up in here. We're in Columbus, Ohio. And with the king right here. We got our real estate company, our development company, making it happen.
What's the name of the real estate company? What's the name of his real estate company? Oh, he lying like hell. Yo, Mary Ann just last week was talking about how he's in the conscious community. Of course, that's why he was in the movie. He's in the conscious community. This is what you supporting. What's the name of his real estate company again? He just said real estate company, development company. Pick one. Does he not know that there is a difference between a real estate company and a development company? You can't make this up.
So right now we're working on a 26-unit project here in Columbus, Ohio. But the very unique thing about it is we're using cargo bins. This is something that's not being done throughout America. You see these right here?
What?
We're using these giant cargo bins to build properties. Look at that. Yes. And what's happening is it's cutting the time. So literally, we can get the chassis of a property built inside of 5 to 8 days, in contrast to a month and a half to 2 months that it normally takes. The chassis, by chassis, we mean framework. So we get the frame of a house done inside of 5 to 8 days because we're using these cargo bins that no one does anything with. These bins are huge, and then after they get used, they just stay there. They're not biodegradable. So because they're not biodegradable, they just stay there and take up space. So what we do, we recycle these bins and we create properties.
He make it sound like it's a paper bag. You know, they're not biodegradable. What? Oh God. Who does construction here? Cassis. Did y'all hear that? You can't make this up. Redemption, do you do construction? Who's in the construction field? I just want to know how bad did he just butcher that word cassis? Oh my God. What the hell?
So my hand's getting cold. We about to get some work in. We about to get some lighting done. So let's get it in. Of course, I'm with my beanie baby. Look at my beanie baby. She is definitely a beanie baby.
Where'd she get that from?
Victoria Lamar. She got boots on the ground, getting it in.
Yeah, boots on the ground. That boot on the ground.
I'm invested into it, but I said I want to be part of it, hands-on, just to show you what it is, because seeing is knowing. But this is my man here. Him and my other brother, they spearhead technical aspects of the situation. They're the carpenters, they're the master masons.
Yeah.
The only reason I know how to do what I do is because they just do me. And whenever I invest in something, I want to be part of it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I want to be here because now it's taken to a whole nother level. We at a point where it's coming to so much fruition that you need to get involved in this early. I'm going to be the first Black conscious billionaire. I keep telling y'all that, so let's not play games. Right now, we're about to get these lights on up in here.
We're going to the third floor of this.
We're going to the third floor on this. I'm going to control some of the narrative and shit.
Yeah. This should be illegal. They let this ass operate this machinery with no license. Don't you have to have a license to operate this? Todd, how you doing? What's going on? Good evening to you. What's going on? Does anyone in the construction field, shouldn't he have a license? He shouldn't even be out there. Shouldn't he have a license to operate this machine? Yes. Oh my God. Y'all, this is Polight. Operating this machine on a construction site that he had zero access to while he's lying about being the owner of the development company. Then he said real estate company. And then he keeps saying boot on the ground, boots on the ground. Y'all, oh my God. You don't need a license. I've driven forklifts and you do. He needs to be certified. He needs something, right? Y'all, he just went out here. And these people are not even questioning who he is.
I like that.
Where are all the workers?
Like I said, you ain't gonna see no one in the country using cargo bins. No one in the country using cargo bins to build buildings.
Where are the workers?
Cost of real estate by 70%. Walk with me. You know what's up, bro? Maybe get it in there.
What if something would have happened? Oh my God. What if something would have happened and they would have hurt themselves? Then what? He's a whole liability right now. He is an entire liability. He should not even be there. Where are all the employees at? I only saw one. Y'all, this idiot is on this forklift. He's such a moron.
It's real out here. This is real hype. This wasn't a work that happened overnight. This is something that's been taking place for years. And I'm going to tell you why it's been taking place for years. There's no template. There's no archetype. There was no prototype for how to do zoning. They didn't know how to charge us or how to tax us because cargo bins has never been used to build buildings before. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the finished product. We winning. 25 unit affordable housing apartment complex made from shipping containers. Look at that. Look at that. From shipping containers. And once we do enough of these, it's going to be in high demand.
He didn't own the property. He trespassed on the land and made a video. He claimed that the project was his in his building. And his intent was to take donations for people for that project that was not his.
Oh my God. The man was in Ohio, right? And he went to some construction site, did some random interview on Facebook Live or like a random video on Facebook Live with somebody that was working there and literally was asking for donations from the people to donate to his construction site. Mind you, he had nothing to do with this.
It's a real estate project that I'm heavily invested in. Been investing in it for some years. So you're looking at living room, bedroom. This will probably be the bathroom.
No permit.
Yeah, so those who want to do the consultation, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com for the consultations. $200 an hour, $300 an hour in person. And of course, you have the mentorship program, which costs more, but that's an extended program and I help you amass wealth.
Not one time did he present any documentation or anything to show the name of his so-called real estate program or his development agency or anything. Nothing. Nothing at all. I want you all to see this sign out here. Y'all see, there's names on this sign here. I'm gonna let this play out because I want you all to see where the names on this sign is that shows you the name of the contractors and developers. Hold on.
And once we do enough of these,
Look at that. Cargo. Y'all see this? All these partners over here. Kegler, Brown, Hill, Ritter, Moody, and Nolan. Cargo Line, I think. 3 Square. NISRE. Housing. His name ain't up here.
it's gonna be in high demand.
He didn't.
Yeah, I don't see his name over there.
At gmail.com for the consultation.
But he giving his regular
$200
email.
an hour, $300 an hour in person, and of course you have the mentorship program with.
Wouldn't he have a business email? He just gave his personal email address. Wouldn't he have a business email? What's the name of this company again? Polight and Marianne Lawrence Scamming Productions.
Of course more, but that's an extended program and I help you amass wealth. But for this project in particular, go to youngphenom45@gmail.com.
The man who owns the Cargo Media project, who's running it, told everyone Polight has nothing to do with it. He don't even know Polight. The man forced Polight to make a video because he was going to file charges on Polight.
I would have done it anyway. File charges? What are you talking about? Polight is a liar and fraud. He is in no way associated with the Cargo Mediums project in any capacity. Any and all of his followers and anyone who saw it or shared either one those 2 videos, this person has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with Cargo Mediums. Our council has been notified and further action will be taken. They should have locked his ass up. Marianne, this is what you promoted and touted. You're proud of this idiot being in your movie. A scammer and a con artist. You proud of this, Marianne Lawrence? The hell?
Polight ended up calling the man, begging him not to press charges. This is how Polight gets away with it. Polight begged the man not to press charges and said he would make a public video apologizing to the people and telling the people that's not his project, it's someone else's project. And he did a haphazard video doing that.
Hold on. I gotta go back.
Telling the people that's not his.
Hold on, let's read this. So, Derek Pryor, Jim Brooks, all of the facts he presented were wrong. He has no idea how I stacked the capital. He has no idea how we covered debt. He has no idea about what makes this development attractive, to investors and or the attraction of debt. This sorry fake ass POS couldn't replicate this project if his life depended on it. I simply cannot abide by someone stealing my work as their own. I cannot allow that to go unchecked. Yeah. Oh, you fake ass piece of shit. Polight. Oh man. He's in jail, you all. Just as an FYI, he's in prison. Marianne, this is what you're proud of now. You supported this crap. You sat behind him and defend him.
Project is someone else's project. And he did a haphazard video doing it.
I'm here to talk to you live today and give you a real estate update about our Ohio project because again, if it's Brother Polight, you know, not by chance that there will be controversy around anything positive that I do. And it's like that by design. The controversy is this. I left Los Angeles to go to Ohio to infiltrate a construction site. Like, this is all my project.
I hope he get his ass beat in prison.
Use a crane to lie and say I'm part of this situation, and I'm not. It's common sense. No one goes on a fucking construction site and runs equipment and has no affiliation with anything. Who the fuck does that? Common sense tells you there's some kind of miscommunication going down the pike. And what people do,
there's no miscommunication. You own nothing. Your name was not on the board. You have no license, no certification, no credentials, nothing, no permits, nothing. Yo, we talk about permits all the time when it comes to these bandos in Umar. He would need permits to show proof that he had anything to do with any of that construction going on. Permits with the city. He couldn't prove any of that stuff to be connected to him. None of it. It's the audacity and the gall that this dumb Gumby had. Y'all, he looked just like Gumby.
It is shot from the hip, disrespected me, slapped me, backbited me before they even questioned. Here's where the conflict comes in.
No conflict. You lied.
My partner
is
subcontracted
they
to
should
do
be
work
suing him
on the property that's associated with the project as seen in the video. Okay? That property in itself represents an agenda that corresponds with an owner or the owner of NIS.
There, he was convicted of essaying an underage minor girl. Now you see why we have to protect our LLC baby. How's my baby doing, by the way? He was convicted of essaying an underage minor girl that he called his daughter.
RE Inc. And the developer is AES Development LLC. I don't have affiliation or association with them. The problem is my partner and he is subcontracted to do work as it relates to those particular endeavors with.
Okay, what's the name of the subcontractors? Because there should be contracts in place. The subcontractor should have a contract with the contractor then. If that's what you're saying. You subbing? Okay. Well, you still have a contract. What's the name of the company? He never named the company. Don't try to pay attention how he never names it.
Those people. So what people have done, they ran that project concurrent with our project. They ran one agenda concurrent with the other agenda. One doesn't have to do with the other. So let me make this clear. I'm not associated with the project. As seen in the videos posted, their project is called Cargo Miniums. I didn't even know the name of their project because that's how I'm not even in tune with what they're doing. I'm only in tune with what I'm doing. The people with the boots on the ground.
Boot on the ground.
That's where I come into play. That's where my affiliation comes in. The reason why I was paid to come out there was to, one, campaign to show people our capabilities. And since there was a project or undertaking taking place where my company or one who is of our company is subcontracted to do work, we use it as a demonstration because we have projects for development that are separate and different from the parties that I just listed. Again, I have no association affiliation with those people. I didn't even know the name of their company. That's how far away I am from that.
If they come get that food, don't be talking about the white man, okay? It's not the white man. For one time, leave the white man out of it. For one time, just realize that this man has went on a scamming spree. It has been reported by so many different people that it may have alerted those people. And so, you know, it's just sad.
Redemption. Y'all, Lady called it flat out. His DNA was found in this young lady. Oh my God, when they did the test. This is why, you know, men should not be covering up for Polight. Because then you have to ask them, would you let your teenage daughter be left alone with Polight? Any real men in the chat, would you allow your daughters to be left alone with Polight? I mean, I just want to be reassured that there are some real people with a soul and a conscience out there. Real men that will call him out on his BS. All the real men in the LLC. Would you allow your teenage daughter to be left alone around Polight? Because right now I'm seeing a hell no. And Polight should get his ass whooped. It needs to be some level of prison justice to kick in. That's exactly what should happen. He should get his ass beat in prison. But, we don't condone violence. This man, DNA was in her. I don't think she was 17 at the time. You can't make this up. Philip says this is proof that Polight and Umar are the same type of character. Whenever they get busted for lying or challenged for scamming, they both go after their own community. Exactly. And it's all the black people's fault for not just letting them get away with it. But see, this is why you don't do that to begin with. This is why it's disturbing to hear a Marianne Lawrence say, oh, yes, I let him in my movie. He's in a part of the conscious community. Who gives a fuck about that? Who in the entire F word cares? Being in a community does not mean that you get to commit crimes. It does not mean that you take advantage of underage girls. It does not mean that you should be scamming people. I don't care if they're in your community or not. Why couldn't he get his ass a job? Why couldn't this bum get a job actually going out, building cargominiums, and having a license and certification to use a forklift? Why couldn't he do that the right way and actually get some employment? His bum ass needed a job. Just like Umar, they need jobs. You can't make this up. But she want to go in on Lennon. Can't make this up, man. Hell to the no, hell to the no. Nobody will leave their teenage daughter around Polight. No one. And no real man would do that either. No real father would do that. Polight to get his ass whooped by anybody else. Why haven't the men in the conscious community beat the crap out of him by now? That's my whole thing. These grown-ass men pandering to Umar. He get on their podcast, all of a sudden they forget they have a spine and some balls. And they just sit here and pander to him. Oh, well, I'm with you, bro. I'm on your side. What's he gonna do you? So you can't give him some challenge and ask him a challenging question because you scared of him? That punk, coward, weak nonsense is pathetic. It's pathetic. And they let them get away with everything. And the moment they get held accountable or even challenged or a little pushback, how dare you all? We're all supposed to be in this community together. No, we're not going to be in no community with you sitting around here messing around with underage girls. Umar talks the same way. He talks the same way. And he also does not take care of his own kids. But he want to go around the college campuses filming other kids. But he don't take care of his own. And you got grown-ass men on these podcasts letting Umar say whatever, do whatever. Won't call him out on anything. For what? This is so pathetic. This is the community that they want to be a part of now. Where nobody holds anybody accountable. And they're too scared to challenge each other or sue each other. Can't make this up.
Like I say, that people with these platforms allow this to go on.
14, she was 14.
If I would have had the platform to where I was introducing people to the community on the internet, Polight would have never been on my platform.
I have a personal mission when it comes to our people. And I think I've made it very clear that I am committed to making sure that if I am aware of someone who is actively harming our people, that I would do something about it. And the point of this is to reach as many people as possible in hopes that they too will then be informed and empowered not to send money to Brother Polight for any reason. For any reason. I don't care if you want to buy books, you want to buy DVDs, don't buy a mentorship program. None of that shit. Do not do it. It's insane. It is literally insane. And so let me just address this. A lot of people are saying, well, if he's doing this, how come he hasn't been caught? People have filed complaints with the FCC. People have filed complaints with the federal government, the Attorney General, and at least one police department in Atlanta. I have filed complaints against him on behalf of some of you with the federal government. And it's not that.
Let me tell you something. When people say this, why hasn't he been caught yet? Why ain't no complaints? Because you got people too scared to file him. And it's the dumbest question ever. I don't like stupid questions. I really don't. It's a cop-out.
At least one police department in Atlanta.
It's a cop-out.
Shit. Do not do it. It's insane. It is literally insane. And so let me just address this. A lot of people are saying, well, if he's doing this, how come he hasn't been caught?
Because you got to report his ass. This is what people in this conscious community ask. Dumb questions like that. That's some dumbass questions. Well, if he's doing this, how come he hasn't been caught? He has to be reported. This is coming from the same conscious community that does not want to sue Umar Johnson in a court of law. How do you expect them to get caught again if you don't file a complaint? If you want to get upset because he got arrested, how do you expect him to get caught? To the conscious community, because they ask dumbass questions like this. How does one expect him to get caught if you don't want to file complaints? You don't want to put in police reports. You don't want to call the police on them. You don't want to file a lawsuit against them. How do you expect them to get caught then? Are they that dumb? If he's been doing this, how come he hasn't been caught? Not reported. No, caught. What do you mean caught? Why are you not reporting him? File complaints against him. You see how he berates? It's like Umar. They berate black people for being fed up, for being lied to, for being scammed out of their money. And then people get intimidated and doxxed and bullied and threatened the moment they do speak out. The Umar Tardians, they've gone after people. He's put out people's addresses. He's doxed people. How do you expect people to want to file complaints so that he can be caught? If he's constantly putting fear in people like another little domestic terrorist. Terrorizing people online. Doxing people, committing cyber crimes. Same thing with Polight. And you got this conscious community protecting these buffoons. And this is the best they can do? Ask, well, if he's been doing this, how come he hasn't been caught? You can't be this daft. Can they be this dumb in the conscious community?
People have filed complaints with the FCC. People have filed complaints with the federal government, the attorney general, and at least one police department in Atlanta. I have filed complaints against him on behalf of some of you with the federal government. And it's not that people aren't complaining. It's that nobody cares when Black people are being scammed. Nobody cares. If he was scamming some white people, he would be in prison. Believe that.
It's crazy because when you look up, this is the name of his organization, New Covenant. When you look up covenant, the etymology of the word, it means contract. So in reality, when Polight says New Covenant, he really means new contract, dealing with commerce, money. And the only person that's making money is him. That's it. He has sold you all on a status correction as well as real estate, and you all haven't received nothing. He parades himself through Instagram, and y'all look at him spending your money.
If I could have found a black-owned Rolls Royce, I did that. I just had to settle for buying a black-owned black Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah,
talk so nice. Talk to me nice, you heard? You know what I'm here to do?
You know what's going on.
They play games.
Come on, man.
Hey, peace.
You got a man
I'm
purse.
with you.
What's going on?
Gotta put up that Brother Polight
There's a whole lot of drip, a whole lot of ism over here.
You know, we sit on 24s.
Cool. I'll take these niggas around.
No, we came here to do. Boom, look at this, you know? Rolls Royce Diaries, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's exactly what, and that's what I mean, Lady Renee, right here. Flacco Doc's lending honor on behalf of Umar. He deleted his videos about what he did, but others have the video footage of what Flacco did. Exactly. This is how they chased people off and kept people from talking, doxing them and putting fear and terror in them. I mean, that's FBI territory. You sitting here being domestic terrorists and all. You committing cyber crimes. You going out and cyber harassing and bullying people. You stalking people. Dr. Stevens said he was stalked. I can believe that. They don't want people to be held accountable. But yet they ask dumbass questions like, well, how come he hasn't been, he hasn't been caught yet? What do you mean? God. You can't catch him if you don't file reports or you don't want to sue. Just like they refuse to sue Umar. Let Marianne Lorient tell it, the conscious community don't like filing lawsuits because, incarceration rates. But Polight is exactly where the hell he belongs. Right next to Nature Boy. Nature Boy's in prison too. Funny how this, keeps crumbling down to where they mostly end up in prison. Because they essayed women and all this nonsense and doing nasty stuff to kids. It's crazy. This idiot out here spending people's money talking about a Rolls Royce. When he needed money for an attorney. So as opposed to the conscious community telling him, no, sell that Rolls Royce you got. If it's yours. Might not even be his. Might be renting it. Just to floss. No, go sell that Rolls Royce. You got it. Why are you going shopping? You might want to take whatever was in that bag, take it back and return and get the money back. So you can pay your attorney's fees. He'll do a GoFundMe for attorney's fees, but then he'll go out and go shop and floss off a Rolls Royce. And guess what they said? Nothing. Oh, he's in a conscious community.
They can't see no more. They blind off the pinky ring.
I had to go shopping.
They blind off the pinky ring.
Let me just show you what's right now.
So what's up?
You see what we're doing here? Did they see the shades? Did they see the shades? Did they see what's going on here? I got some shit to show y'all.
You see him promoting a lifestyle. And it gets to the point where you fall in love with the image of what you could have instead of actually evaluating what this man really is about and really does have. And so you got bamboozled and mixed swindled because you fell in love with somebody who represented your favorite rapper and your favorite black icon. But really, it was all a facade. And now we have somebody who damn near got a 10-year run. All of these people that be on these platforms know this man been scamming for damn near 10 years and will not say nothing. And the reason that is critical is because people are giving this man their last.
Well, first of all, I'm too smart to be broke. Let's get a round of applause. We got to count increments of 10,000 at a time. Okay, did a 10,000 flush. That's cool. Round of applause. 5, 10, 15, 20. We got 20K here. Let's put these right here. Let's put these right here. That's 20 grand. I know. Oh, money. The system's gonna fall. The paper dollar's gonna. Yeah, they've been telling me that since I was young. That shit had me broke for 3 years incidentally. Listening to these Negroes, wishing for the world to end. Round of applause. Best teacher out. Okay, we're up to 32. You know what makes me great? Let me just throw a little more in there just to make sure we get to our 100 mark. See, this ain't showing off. You know what's showing off? Showing off is the ability to show that my people are making money. So as much as money as I can show you, I can actually turn around and say, anybody that's walking with me, I'm making them money. Because I told you, my life's ambition is to be sent to my people to help them make money. That's my life ambition. I was born to make everybody else money.
How many people make multi-millions and still make themselves available to the people? It'd be so crazy. I'd be so available to the people. People be thinking I'm broke because I'm available.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that nigga ain't really making bread, because then why would he be around us like that? Why would he be sharing what he knows? And I'm saying, Malcolm wasn't a millionaire. Dr. King wasn't a millionaire. You feel me? Like, we gotta look back to all the people y'all love and y'all care about that were great. I'm the difference breaker, though.
After the Cargominium debacle, controversial YouTuber Hassan Campbell will blast Polight online for all the scamming accusations he'd been accused of throughout the years. In typical Hassan fashion, he would get extremely disrespectful while calling him out. Instead of responding directly to Hassan's insults, Brother Polight responded indirectly by stating he was too busy to go back and forth with YouTubers that had too much time on their hands.
I'm about to go to, what's my next trip? New Zealand. New Zealand is one of the next trips I have. After I make a couple stops here in America, New Zealand's the next trip. We talking about over 30 hours traveling. We talking about 2 connecting flights, 3 planes. It's going to take me between 2 to 3 days just flying to get to my next destination. I don't have time. I can't do no YouTube videos while I'm in the plane. I'm at a handicap with y'all because y'all don't do nothing. I'm at a handicap because I'm so busy. I'm at a handicap.
Hassan's response would get even more disrespectful. This time he would verbally insult Polight's daughter, Ma'at.
When you get back, because you're traveling all over the world, conning and scamming everybody. Polight, I said your daughter looked like a cockroach. She looked like a buggy-eyed Benz. Your daughter looked like a water bug. That is my way of inviting you. When you come back, don't roll up in Brooklyn. Don't roll up nowhere else. Roll up in these streets. In the streets, wait for me, and we'll meet up whatever we got to meet up. And
listen, I don't advocate for anybody to go after somebody's kid. I really don't. I mean, he could have just called Polight that. Polight would have been mad either way. It's funny, Polight reading these comments and responding in a whole live stream video, but yet he doesn't want to call the guy by his name, because he's a coward. I don't have time to respond to YouTube. But you're responding. It's the buffoonery of it all. So you don't have time to respond while you're responding because reasons. Is he not responding here?
It's going to take me between 2 to 3 days.
Why?
Just flying.
But you're recording right now. Y'all said this level of cowardice is laughable to me. He's responding right now in real time in a live stream, but yet he doesn't have time to respond. He's too cowardly to say the guy's name or anything. But no, he's responding though. Because, he took time to do this live stream.
To get to my next destination.
He's an idiot.
I don't have time. I can't do no YouTube videos while I'm in the plane. I'm at a handicap with y'all because y'all don't do nothing. I'm at a handicap because I'm so busy. I'm at a handicap.
Hassan's response will get even more disrespectful.
Somebody else's money.
This time he will verbally insult Polight's daughter, Ma'at.
When you get back, because you're traveling all over the world, conning and scamming everybody. Polight, I said your daughter looked like a cockroach. She looked like a buggy-eyed Benz. Your daughter looked like a water bug. That is my way of inviting you. When you come back, don't roll up in Brooklyn. Don't roll up nowhere else. Roll up in these streets. In the streets, wait for me, and we'll meet up whatever we got to meet up, and we fight like men. I know you don't want to fight. You didn't want to fight Tazariak. I know you don't want to fight.
Trust me, y'all got shit twisted. Y'all keep playing around selling them Tazariak stories. Y'all got it twisted. Tazariak and I ain't got no beef. It's y'all just keep trying to push that shit out there. We've been good from the day that it popped off. It was reconciled. So why y'all want me to have a beef with him when you got a problem with me? Every time one of y'all got a problem with me, you want to bring up this guy.
After the disrespect of his daughter, Polight responded to Hassan directly, but his response will focus on past sexually explicit remarks Hassan had made towards the children of another YouTuber named Kev Gills. Polight's calculated response was aimed to question Hassan's character. He questioned why Hassan, of all people, a person who claimed to be sexually abused as a child, would make such remarks towards children.
Even if you're mad at somebody, you got to keep your humanity. You can't turn around and and just go the distance. Watch this. Let me get this guy some clout. This is what he wants, huh? He obviously gets more views when he talks about it. He's been talking about me for quite some time, but I can't win no YouTube wars with these people. I'm incredibly busy.
Polight, I don't get a lot of views talking about you. I get more views talking about Candace Owens. Just so you know, as a FYI, because it's all about numbers. You might not have passed third grade math, and flashing money seems to be your favorite pastime. We don't even know if the money is real, but whatever. Let's just say it is. Why couldn't you afford your own attorney? And you go beg for something you need, but then you buy what you want, or go rent it from your uncle. You can't make this up. So I hate when they go there and they talk about, oh, you just get views off of kick. Go look at my views. Let's see what the numbers actually look like. You can't make this up. Like we all can't see the number of views on a video. So I don't get a lot of views talking about Polight. People should know about him though. He's a cult leader scammer in this conscious community where they just take advantage of people and then they try to take up for each other for reasons unknown. He's got Umar as a follower and admirer. You can't make this up. It's disgusting.
I got too many wives. I got too many children.
Too many wives,
and
too
I
many
got
kids.
too much business, and I travel entirely too much to keep up and do back-to-back videos. Talk about this one, I got stuff I got to do. I ain't got no time for none of that. Up until now. You want to be part of my business so bad, I'm going to make you part of my business. Yeah.
God.
I'm sure he's going to threaten to kill me like he does everybody else. You could talk about me every single day of the week. You don't got nobody that's going to pull you and say, let's go to this country and hang out. You ain't got none of that going on. You don't got nobody saying, yo, man, forget this. Let's do that. You got too much time on your hands. So I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I do got some video stuff, though. I'm going to tell you that. Let me get back to y'all. Let me talk to y'all.
While he's live streaming.
When it came time to everybody looking for my response to Bambaataa and his situation, I heard his side of the story. There were things that I thought, in my opinion, were either, I'm not going to say inconsistent, but I would say more suspect. And I still will reserve the right to share my opinion about it due to the sensitivity of the issue, because at the end of the day, if what he said transpired with him and Bambaataa did happen, I reserve the right to respect.
Oh, okay, who's Bambaataa? I heard this name twice. Who's Bambaataa? It's funny how they hit Francisca. Yeah, it's funny how they hit. It comes down to it where they're Umar Polight do nothing but go flap their mouth on social media, but they're the only ones somehow working somewhere with no, credible job or anything. They can't show you a paycheck stub, but they got the jobs and we don't. Umar calls us struggle streamers. He talk about YouTubers. Never mind if you're not on YouTube and you're getting his ass on Facebook or Instagram. No, you still a YouTuber. But he takes time to live stream and make this video still saying nothing. Can somebody tell who's Bambaataa? Africa Bambaataa? Oh, he's talking about Africa Bambaataa. He thought he was Floyd Mayweather with that backpack on. Y'all notice the backpack like he's 10 years old. The music artist. Okay, I'm like, what are you talking about? Who went after Bambaataa? Why is Bambaataa coming up?
Respect that man's situation. The pathology in this community is if we don't like Hassan for saying something about us, then let's make fun of him being. What's sick about that is when you make fun of him being molested, you make fun of several children and adults who will never be the same. While I commend the brother,
why he's in prison,
for coming out and telling the people what's happened to him. I wish the brother would mind his business when it comes to me. Brother Polight got the community looking bad. Brother Polight got the community looking bad. This man got the nerve to say, I got the community looking bad. But you see, I know
he's in prison for, being convicted of essaying an underage teenager. The community doesn't even want to admit that he's done something wrong. Because we can just pull court documents up, Marianne Lorient. You do know how to read, don't you, Marianne Lorient? You could just read the court documents, Marianne Lorient. You knew he was scamming before he got convicted of essaying a minor girl, Marianne Lauren. And he dated her cousin or something. She said, or one of her friends' cousins or something. You know what she said? You know, because she lied like hell too.
He's sick, so I don't hate him. I know he's been through a lot, but he needs help. I want you to peep how he takes his shades off. He should have put them on when he said this shit. Watch this man and watch him carefully. He's so mad, he wants to f children. Look at these shades come off. He's sick.
Well, I tell you what.
What?
Let me find your motherfucking son. Right? Let me find your son or your daughter. And let me catch them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy in that little 12, 13-year-old little
exactly,
bitch,
broccoli. She don't
just
like
understand, she ain't a victim. When I your 12-year-old son, 13-year-old son, and then run through your family and all the other children.
No. No. Dude. Oh, come on, man. He was so. Am I reading this correct? African Bombada did something to him? Black Anonymous? Am I reading that right? Hold on, I can't even say the R word. He was R-worded? What? Yeah, he went far, man. This is crazy. Y'all hear what he's I can't play that back. I can't play that back. Y'all check out Hood Horrors. Y'all can watch the video. I don't know how Hood Horrors got this on YouTube, child. It must not be monetized or something. He got 10,000 views on it. I don't know how he got that one through, but I can't play that back. There's a video link right there. I had to fast forward that. He went way out of pocket.
Me getting some orals from little Cav.
Oh, come on, man.
I realize you still victimized.
Oh my
You
God.
still need healing. You don't need to deal with the stress of dealing with YouTube where people are highly disrespectful. Because it'll bring something out of you that you don't even recognize. And in this particular case, it'll bring out pedophilia and molestation, the very thing that you say you are against. I'm not gonna say this with a smile on my face. It's serious, folks. This guy's fucking crazy. And then I'm supposed to do counter YouTube responses to him. I do believe the dude's gangster, but he might be a violent homosexual.
Bombada is like Dr. York. Y'all, what the heck is going on? Why is that community filled with pets? You got so many PDFers in there, it's not even funny. So he was R-worded, he sued African Bombada and won. And he talked like that. Man, that did not help his argument at all. You got a York out here that's in prison for over 100 years. Oh, this is madness. Polight is in prison. Nature Boy's in prison for the same thing. Umar acts like that, talks like that as well. And Marianne Lauren is putting these people in her movies. Jesus. Y'all, it's so depraved. What is going on? And they condone this? And yeah, he was doing these things. Why he hasn't been caught yet? You can't make this up. That's their biggest argument. Why he hasn't been caught. Not reported. Caught. Oh my God. Four of his victims, including her son, Amber, told the whole world. That community is sick. If he sued and won, they attract who they are. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is crazy. And this is in prison right now for doing the same thing. And what does Marianne say? Nah, my movie's still up on my channel. He only had a cameo in it. She didn't say he had speaking lines. She didn't say, oh, no. I gave him a whole script. He had to come in to sit down in his chair. He had to say these lines, blah, blah, blah. He was supposed to be rolling through, but yet he was giving speaking lines. And is she proud of that? Because they don't believe in holding each other accountable. Now, how dare you go to the court of law? Oh, you got 16 wives and they all got kids and you mess with them too? Oh, okay, now. I'ma still call you brother. Why? It's so backwards. It's just degrading. And this is what she put in her movies.
He might be. He may not be homosexual. He might be. I just want to always make it clear. I'm not going to call him something he's not.
Hassan would continue disrespecting Brother Polight and his family for months after Polight's response. Eventually, Polight would make his way to New York to handle some business. And while there, he would attempt to meet up with Hassan to fight. But the meeting would never happen because Hassan never showed up.
I'm in New York. So I hear not only is he mad at me, not only did he disrespect my child, but I don't expect much from him. And I want to tell y'all, if your children are watching this video right now, tell them don't watch this video. Because my language is going to be a little profane. This is a cum guzzler, y'all. So I don't really expect a cum guzzling Negro to respect man, woman, and child relationships. Send him a message and tell him Brother Polight is in New York, and I hear you want to smack me. It's on sight. You want to kill me. I hear all of this. And it's just talk when you think a brother's not in New York.
Wow.
Polight is in New York. If you want to put your little pedophile hands on me, pause. Attempt to do so at your own risk. You probably believe I'm not in New York City right now. So I'm in the car right now. My homie don't mind. We'll pull up. Facts. Was that a fact? Facts. We'll pull up. No.
That's so
Poppy,
weird.
we'll pull up. Come smack the shit out of me, brother. I'm in New York.
Let's prove we're men. Let's pull up and then have the other one say, facts. Facts. Come pull up. What do you mean? Why are you saying it like that? I don't even know if I would take these two clowns seriously. No. He couldn't pull up by himself, though. How dare Polight, a grown man, allegedly, trying to go out and fight another grown man in the middle of the street? What we doing? It's like the 1800s again. Let's go out and have a duel. I slap you first. You slap me back. And then we're going to put out our gunslingers and we're going to turn around and take 10 steps and then turn and aim and shoot. The best man wins or lives. What kind of nonsense is this? This is YouTube beef and he's going up to pull up on somebody. Dumb shit that Umar would do. Yo, you can't make this up. And the other one in the passenger seat. Thanks. Come on down here. Come on. Bring your behind outside. Come on, Hassan. Why do you sound like that? Y'all, go back. He got the nerve to put up the what's side. He said it all sweet. Why you sound so soft?
You saw at your own risk. You probably believe I'm not in New York City right now.
Children.
So I'm in the car right now. My homie don't mind. We'll pull up. Facts. Was that a fact? Facts. We'll pull up.
Facts. Child, he might have said, girl, bye, Felicia. I know you didn't. What? Oh, y'all, they supposed to be gangsters. Y'all, they supposed to be, hey, we're gonna duke it out like men. That one over there just ruined it. He just ruined the whole mood. Y'all, we gotta go back and say it again. Y'all, facts. I got my homeboy with me. He came up. We gonna pull up. Facts. Wait a minute.
So I'm in the car right now. My homie don't mind. We'll pull up. Facts. Was that a fact? Facts. We'll pull up. No. Poppy, we'll pull up.
You come pull up.
Come smack the shit out of me, brother. I'm in New York. I don't care who you know. I don't care who you have. In fact, you got home court advantage because I'm coming to you. Somebody please DM Poppy and let him know I'm in New York City. And I'm cordially inviting myself for him to have an opportunity to hit me. I ain't going to have no man who admittedly says himself that he will put Vaseline in another little boy's. Them is fighting words.
Yo,
so I'm out here in New York. I'm never going to let a pedophile
talk gangster to me. I don't care how long you've been in prison. I don't care who's did what to you in prison. I'm with it. I'm with all the smoke. I guarantee you. I promise you.
Yeah, let's play this in prison where he is. Polight, you want to repeat that again? You with it? You say you with it? You don't care about nobody being in prison or anything? Yeah, okay. You say you with it, though. See, that's all prisoners need to hear you say, because you're not the strongest one in the bunch. You know, I wonder how many times he's chosen to be, you know, in solitary confinement to keep somebody from pouncing on him like a lion on a hyena. You know, because Polight is not going to fight. He runs his mouth. He's not going to fight. Yeah, I wonder, is he in solitary confinement? They probably had to put him in a special wing to keep him from crying every night. Yeah, go ahead, Polight. Say that one more time.
Them is fighting words. So I'm out here in New York. I'm never going to let a pedophile talk gangster to me. I don't care how long you've been in prison. I don't care who's did what to you in prison. I'm with it. I'm with all the smoke. I guarantee you. I promise you I'll put it on my life. If we could get this man on the phone right now, I'll put it on my life. Be pulling up. I've been wanting to get one of these YouTube motherfuckers for a long time. So guess what? Come on, bitch nigga. Come on.
Niggas gotta be made an example.
Somebody need
keep putting up videos. You feel me? Niggas keep talking shit because nobody had never checked them. You know what I'm saying? You need a motherfucker to go in your fucking mouth.
Dude, you're not helping at all. Not at all. Ain't none of this manly at all. You said you might need something to go in your mouth. What? Y'all, he is not helping at all. He's the same one that's sitting over here saying it all sensual and deep. Facts. Who's speaking? This is ridiculous. They wanted to meet up and fight. I mean, come on. Are you serious? Oh my God. And he just running his mouth over here. Polight, you're in prison.
Like you about that shit. If you about that shit, get on the phone.
Get on the phone and we just meet. And I'm going to do it Islamic style since you're a Muslim. I'm going to say Allahu Akbar before we take your fucking head off live, nigga. We're going to do it the same way they do.
Oh, no.
You want to be a Muslim? I'm going to be a fanatical Muslim, nigga.
Not long after returning to California, Brother Polight would learn Aminette was pregnant with their second child. She would give birth to a beautiful baby girl. They would name Nefertari in the summer of 2019.
Damn, look at baby girl. She don't even look like she just came out the womb, right? Her name is Nefertari Camila Kosowa Atumre. The gorgeous one has arrived in the perfection. 7 pounds, 9 ounces, almost 2 feet tall.
Oh my God, the babies.
5 months after Nefertari was born, Brother Polight will go live, pleading for help to find my aunt. She had gone missing while they were visiting Miami.
I make this short and concise. We got an emergency situation. For those of you that be seeing me out here in Miami, always recognizing me, I need you to recognize my daughter. She's 13 years old. She last was seen on Alton Avenue going to Apple a Day.
What?
That's the last place she was seen. And we
how do you lose a child?
Okay, it's been over an hour and a half. It's not like her. If you've seen her, if you heard anything, she got on braids. She's a dark-skinned girl. You can go to Anissa. You go to Matt31 on her Instagram. Just contact me if you hear or you see anything.
Nature Boy had recently moved with his coat to Panama, and it would be during a live stream from their new house that he would find out my aunt was missing.
Polight daughter is missing. What? Polight daughter is missing. That's great. What? Are y'all serious? Which one is oldest one?
How did he lose a 13-year-old? What happened? You know, Malachi York named his children. Did he? Oh my God. And he's in prison for over 100 years. She escaped? I know, right? She escaped. Where's her mother? She ran away. I ran away too. I'm like, how did he lose a 13-year-old? And look, Nature Boy just drooling and salivating because, you know, he's in prison as well. For R wording. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's missing in Florida. She went to the store and they can't find her. Oh, shit. My aunt? Oh, shit, bro. Hell nah, bro. Hell no, bro. Hold on.
What happened? She went to his coat.
Hold on, let me check this.
If you seen her, you heard anything, she got on braids. She Boston girl, you go to Anissa, you go to Manhattan 31 on Instagram.
God, this is crazy. She was 13.
This is what she looked like. That's his daughter right there.
Young Pharaoh's reaction would be the complete opposite of Nature Boy's. He made it clear that he couldn't care less.
Oh well, I don't give a fuck. Oh well, I don't give a fuck about nobody in that house. I wouldn't give a fuck if the motherfuckers end up in Jeffrey Dahmer refrigerator. I don't give a fuck. Why can't I not fuck with the kids or the parent that I don't fuck with? Y'all motherfuckers act like I got on the internet and said, I hope something violent is happening to. I didn't say nothing negative about the girl. And I won't say nothing negative about the girl. All I said was, I don't care. And I don't. I don't. And I won't. And I never will. If I was dying and I had one more sentence to get out and somebody said, Young Pharaoh, before you leave this planet Earth, such and such daughter is missing, I would say, I don't give a fuck. And then I would die.
What? Dude. Oh, man. Okay, one more episode.
Daughter is missing. What?
I told y'all, this is crazy.
That's crazy. What? Are y'all serious? Which one is oldest one?
Look at him, like he's trying to figure out who to
She
find.
went to the store and they can't find her. Oh, shit. My aunt? Oh, shit, bro. Hell nah, bro. Hell no, bro.
So he let a pedo name his kids, who was a cult leader who's in prison for over 100 years for messing with kids. Polight let another grown man name his children, who's also a pedo that pled guilty to messing with underage kids. Now that has led him to now having over 100-year sentence. What happened to the girl? What? How did he lose a 13-year-old? Where is her mother? Why didn't he go to the police? Thank you. I understand him getting online, but what? I know who my kids are. Are you kidding? A 13-year-old girl. And you got Nature Boy of all people, and his coat was sitting here like he was almost like he rubbing his cheek trying to figure out, oh, wait, which one is she? Y'all make sure she's not in the house. My God. That's the last dude that needs to know that a 13-year-old girl is missing. He's another one with cult leader that believes in polygamy. He'll just take one of them as his wife. I mean, what? You kidding me? How do you lose a 13-year-old child? And Pharaoh, like, he didn't care. Man, come on. Are you kidding? She's a child.
Hold on.
Y'all, this episode 8.
Hold on.
What is this series?
If you seen her, you heard anything, she got on braids. She Boston girl, you go to Anissa, you go to Manhattan 31 on Instagram. Just contact you again when you see anything.
This is what she looked like.
Oh my God.
That's his daughter right there.
Young Pharaoh's reaction would be the complete opposite of Nature Boy's. He made it clear that he couldn't care less.
Oh well, I don't give a fuck. Oh well, I don't give a fuck about nobody in that house. I wouldn't give a fuck if the motherfuckers end up in Jeffrey Dahmer refrigerator. I don't give a fuck. Why can't I not fuck with the kids or the parent that I don't fuck with? Y'all motherfuckers act like I got on the internet and said, I hope something violent is happening to. I didn't say nothing negative about the girl. And I won't say nothing negative about the girl. All I said was, I don't care. And I don't. I don't. And I won't. somebody say, young Pharaoh, before you leave this planet Earth, such and such daughter is missing, I would say, I don't give a fuck, and then I would die.
Pharaoh pointed out the facts on his Instagram why he don't care. How can you be mad? Those are the facts. It's not something he just feeling because he doesn't agree with him. No, Pharaoh pointed out the facts, and that's still mad at him. How?
Due to Polight's past acts of conning and scamming, a lot of people didn't believe my aunt was actually missing. They accused him of making up the story in an effort to generate money by pulling on the heartstrings of his supporters.
It looked staged to me, to be honest with you. It looked staged. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the reaction. I'm like, really?
Missing child, endangered, runaway. Have you seen Anissa Small? She was last seen this morning in Alton Road, like he said, at 15th Street.
Okay, so this is from, y'all see that was Miami Beach Police tweet. I thought Polight was like known with celebrities and all of that. He couldn't get his celebrities and NBA friends to help find this little girl. She should not have been missing for long if he's supposed to be so well known and well connected. You would think somebody so well known and well connected would have a hard time finding his child, his 13-year-old. Because, I mean, you think they would be helping out and pitching in with putting up information to help find her, right? I mean, did they all cut him off by now? Where was Floyd Mayweather at? All these people he took these photos with? Yeah, where's her mother? Where is the mother?
Here's the police department number. And here's
so weird.
Polight's daughter. This conscious community cast, these niggas are some con artists. They some scams. This is a hoax. You putting your daughter on front like that, trying to gain some clout. Bogus, dude.
Brother Polight claims that his daughter went missing. Brother Polight has a history of lying, a history of scamming. All this shit that just supposedly happened was done because he wants sympathy from his audience. To probably donate or buy some shit, psychologically playing with his audience. These conscious community fucking Negro ass hotep ass niggas is a bunch of fucking scamming ass niggas. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Polight will go.
Can we just hit the 4? That dude did not lie or mince words, and I am here for it, okay? He did not lie right then and there. Boy, this conscious community seems to be filled with a lot of scammers, a lot of con artists, and a lot of BSers. They just run their mouth and protect PDFers and people who run around here going to prison, messing with underage girls. What is Pharaoh going to jail for again? When he arrested just last year, he keeps going to jail. What's wrong with him? And it's so crazy because when you watch this series and the Nature Boy series, he's the one that's like calling these two out. You want to have a little hope for him, but you can't. Like, dude, you just as bad. You keep going to jail. What's wrong with you? Stay out of jail. It's madness. This whole community is effed up when they support stuff like this. Marianne, you should be proud.
Live a few hours later, thanking his supporters and announcing my aunt had been found.
Thank y'all, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
What was she at?
Dude was in the car, and when she walked by, he opened the door like, "Excuse me, come here. Let me talk to you," or whatever she said. So she knew that shit was suspect, so she kept walking.
Was she?
Then she said son came out the car and started to walk up a little and call her again. And after that, she just...
Stop. Why was she by herself? What he's saying would describe her being alone. Because, if she was with her father, the dude would not have even been able to pull over. So you mean to tell me a man was driving alongside her, rolled down the window trying to get her attention, a 13-year-old, and no adult was near her to stop that from happening? And then he pulls over, gets out the car, and walks up behind her. And no adult is there to protect her. Why was she by herself? What did this happen? Was this in New York? Are you serious? This is crazy. Was this in New York or Miami? Because you saw Miami Beach Police Department tweet. Then she just magically found out of nowhere. What? Make this make sense.
And announcing my aunt had been found.
Thank y'all, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. He said dude was in the car, and you know, when she walked by, he opened the door like, excuse me, come here. Let me talk to you, or whatever she said. So she knew that shit was suspect, so she kept walking. Then she said son came out the car and started to walk up a little and call her again. And after that, she just started to boogie. She said she took off. She walked around the corner. She said she walked around the corner slowly, and the second she turned the corner, she started to run. You know, and her phone dead. She freaked the fuck out. She was frantic, man.
How long was she missing?
That was her higher sense telling her some shit wasn't right. So fuck that. And you know, you can't tell someone how to respond under pressure when that shit really manifests. I'm just happy I got him, man.
Where did you get her from? Where did he get her from? Yo, I have so many questions. What the hell? He's in Miami. Okay, he's in South Beach. Where did he find her from? Why is he not being more detailed? The story sounds so jacked. Do y'all hear this? Does this make sense? Some dude pulled up. He was trying to talk to her. He got out. He's walking behind her. That's it. I'm glad I found her. Found her where? She turned the corner. Her phone was dead. What? How long was she missing? The way this pans out, you would think she was missing for like days. Yeah, this is so crazy. If he made this up.
Hear what I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Polight will go live a few hours later, thanking his supporters and announcing my aunt had been found.
Thank y'all, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. He said dude was in the car, and you know, when she walked by, he opened the door like, excuse me, come here. Let me talk to you, or whatever she said. So she knew that shit was suspect, so she kept walking. Then she said son came out the car and started to walk up a little and call her again. And after that, she just started to boogie. She said she took off. She walked around the corner. She said she walked around the corner slowly, and the second she turned the corner, she started to run. You know, and her phone dead. She freaked the fuck out. She was frantic, man. But that was her higher sense telling her some shit wasn't right. So fuck that. And you know, you can't tell someone how to respond under pressure when that shit really manifests.
Are y'all hearing this?
I'm just happy I got him, man.
I have to where?
Shit.
Where did he get her from? The hospital? The police station? The neighbor's house? Where? Where did he find her at? What dude? Shouldn't someone be in jail? So the man was not arrested. Where's the police report? Does he not realize you can't just make this type of accusation? Brush it off and say, I'm so happy she was found. Something, you know, the guy was pulling up. He tried to, you know, open the door. He got out. He walked behind her. She was walking, and then she booked it. As soon as she turned the corner, phone was dead. You know, I'm so glad she came home. Wait, you're missing a whole lot in this. What's the make and model of the car? What color was it? She couldn't give you a better description of this person? Are we talking about somebody tall or short, medium build? Who are we talking about? Low cut, braids, dress? I mean, no, does he wear glasses? Mustache, beard? Can you be more descriptive? Why isn't this person arrested? She's 13 after all. He might have come for someone that just found his 13-year-old daughter that was missing. But from what he said so far, some dude tried to pick her up. And her phone was dead, ironically. What?
That ain't never happened to me in my life, man.
That's a
fast-breaking developments in the coronavirus emergency in the U.S. and around the world. The number of cases soaring just today, more than 24,000 now nationwide. New Jersey today becoming the 6th state to close all non-essential businesses, joining California, New York, Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Nevada.
I am here to give you
presentation on why the coronavirus is the best thing that could possibly happen to us.
I think she ran from him.
If we survive it. Provided we survive. The paradox is it can be one of the best things that has happened to us in quite some time.
Oh my gosh, she might have been on the beach.
I got great reason to believe the airlines
and lots of cameras
stock is going to double. Even though they're 5, 6, 7 times lower than what they normally be. I think it's going to at least double. That's just how I'm feeling. Because if people can move around freely, people are going to fly because people are damn near claustrophobic right now. They're claustrophobic right now, not being able to move around the way they want to move. So I also believe the prices may even go up higher than what they normally used to be for a short stint because there will be an overcompensation period where people overindulge just from having the freedom to do things they used to do regularly. And that'll probably be in the second phase of this coronavirus freedom.
It will be during the height of the pandemic that Polight will leave California and move to Miami for good. Shortly after moving to Miami, he will go live with one of his supporters named Lynn. She was a single mother from Massachusetts that Polight had partnered with on a health and wellness business.
I've been working with, and we got the juice business on fleek out there in Boston. Okay, we just got our kitchen officially. We're not letting none of this quarantine stuff slow us down because they're opening up the place. And if anything, the juice is in high demand. I'm super proud of your zealousness. I said, go out there and find us our storefront.
Yeah, who's the woman at the bottom? Y'all see part of her profile right there. Can anybody make that out? You see part of the profile name down at the bottom. Start with an L. Why am I getting a horrible feeling about this person? Like I know who they are. I don't even know what did y'all catch this? I'm looking at the wig in the background a little bit. Why does it sound so familiar to me? What that profile at the bottom? If y'all can make that out, please let me know.
Single mother from Massachusetts that Polight had partnered with on a health and wellness business.
I've been working with, and we got the juice business on fleek out there in Boston. Okay, we just got our kitchen officially. We're not letting none of this quarantine stuff slow us down because they're opening up the place. And if anything, the juice is in high demand. I'm super proud of your zealousness. I said, go out there and find us our storefront and get the ball rolling.
What you thinking?
You not only did that.
I think this is. I told you I got the feeling. I get the feeling I know who this is. I'm telling y'all see that profile at the bottom? It's not hitting. Y'all see it right there? If y'all can see my little arrow. Y'all, man. Why I got that huge feeling at the bottom of my stomach? I'm not saying it's hurt, but it's, man, look. I just, that pit hit me at the bottom. It hit me at the bottom, Kenji. I'm serious. I can't find it. You took the name right out of my mouth. Y'all, can y'all tell me who? Listen, nah, you lying. I'm telling you, that is the first thing I thought of when they said, look at the profile. I just want y'all to look at that profile at the bottom. It's not blacked out. It's not redacted. And it's how ironic. This woman's supposed to be in Boston, though, right? I mean, anybody could say that anywhere. Man, why I got this weird feeling in the pit of my stomach? I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
You got the equipment. Upgraded to the laptop.
We waste no time, baby. No time. No time.
That's right. And that encouragement is everything. We need to encourage the sister right here.
Too much.
She's an amazing sister. And coupled with her beauty is the reason why we should support her. Because she is a beautiful woman that can be distracted by superficial things and opportunities on planet Earth that's always being presented to her. But instead, she's concerned about healing.
It would be around the time of going live with that Brother Polight would reach out to Sarnetta. Despite the harsh words they had said to each other in the past, they both apologized and chose to be friends again. By now, this was an ongoing pattern between the two of them.
Really, Polight, nobody win with me and you because, of course, you're going to have your people saying, fuck that nigga, he fake, fuck that nigga, so. And then I'm going to have my people. Niggas going to get tired of talking about Sarnetta and Polight beef. You see?
Yeah, right.
Let niggas fucking go off. Let them do it until they fucking get tired. You know, they're going to find something else to talk about.
Teenage girls.
Well, you know, I apologize to your family for any of the strain that it's also occurred.
See, when I first hit you up, I did that first. I hit you up and I said, yo, Brother Polight, I apologize to you and your family. Am I right or wrong?
You did do that. It's all good. You know, we let it go. We let time heal all wounds.
Not long after apologizing to each other, they began talks of setting up a debate that would take place after the pandemic restrictions were lifted.
So many of you ask,
why they can't debate
so
on
why
you?
you going to do something with Sarnetta if Sarnetta said so much negative things about you? Sarnetta did this video. Sarnetta did that video. Do you know what Sarnetta called you? He's my brother, so I never really got in a space. I'll be hurt because I love that brother. So I'll be hurt by stuff he say when he's upset, like he be hurt by things I say when I'm upset, you know? But the reality is we're actually family. We're actually brothers. So even if we chose to get into something tomorrow and we don't deal with each other, we'll peace out. But I never had
I'm still trying to figure out who that
a sense of resentment for him like I would have for other people in the community who's been negative.
In spite of all the videos made by Young Pharaoh, Chief X, and countless others, trying to warn people of Brother Polight's lies and schemes, there was still a large number of people that continued to support him regardless. That support came from everyday people as well as celebrities.
He's not a king.
What is he?
God.
A God. See, I'll be a witness.
The beloved is a God.
That's right.
I'm saying gods bestow crowns to kings.
Right.
Yeah, while wearing Christian Dior banners around their head. You can't make this up. Why is he wearing this? Yeah, Christian Dior thing. I'm just curious as to how fast he was able to find this little girl that had ran away somehow. Never said how he found her, recovered her, or anything. Police handed her back over. None of that shit. Nope. Then you got this bromance going on between him and Sarnetta, and they grown-ass men. What is wrong with these two? And they don't hold each other accountable at all. So Sarnetta gets mad with him, and he says a bunch of stuff, but he does nothing about it. You know, because he's a punk. And for some reason, I'm not going to say anything about you scamming and taking money from people and never, ever fix anybody's credit, blah, blah, blah. Things you can't do. You lying about this construction development agency with the, you know, condominium metal boxes. Like, you lying about all that stuff. Cargominiums. I'm not going to say anything about that now because we kissed and made up. Two grown-ass men. This is absurd. He couldn't call Busta Rhymes and help him pay his attorney's fees though. But when Polight needed money for an attorney for a lawsuit that was dismissed, he didn't call none of these wealthy celebrities. No, he put up a GoFundMe for average people working jobs to put money in his pocket while he turned around and go shopping after the lawsuit was conveniently dismissed. Can you make this up?
Gods create kings.
That's right.
The fundamentals he stand on.
Buster, you sound real dumb right now.
Yes.
You a dangerous motherfucker.
Stupid stuff.
On every chain. Thank you, Buster. Thank you. Coming from you, brother.
Yes.
It's such an honor and a pleasure to meet you in person. Yes. I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching you on the gram. Watch you on YouTube, you talking shit about the house, the multiple wives. Listen, brother, you're doing it.
Before partnering together on the juice bar,
polygamy.
It would prove to be one of Polight's top supporters. She claimed she had enrolled in Brother Polight's stock trading class and was seeing success. She would give a testimonial, encouraging people to join and praising Brother Polight for his wisdom.
I was a little scared to get involved in the stocks, but let me tell you, I'm in. I believed and trusted him when he told me, yo, get in at AAL. Anything under $10, get in. I got in at exactly $9.60. Bought a few shares, made the quickest $1,000 of my life. When he says jump,
what's the receipts on that?
I don't know about y'all, but
what the hell?
Definitely jumping for sure.
We here.
What's my whole punk ass? I know, right?
Let's count all this fucking money. Do I gotta count $250,000 for you guys today?
Yeah, this
10,000.
is crazy.
20,000, 30,000, 40,000.
But he needed 75,000 for his attorney from GoFundMe. You know, it's funny how this money never shows up when it needs to. Why raise money? You want hardworking people to help you pay your legal fees, but you flash money like this any other time when you want people to think that you balling. But you can't pay for your own damn attorney like a grown ass man. Y'all, he's in prison, by the way.
50,000, 60,000,
crazy nonsense.
70,000.
It wouldn't be long after he appeared on Polight's Live for the first time that he would convince her to leave Massachusetts and move to Miami. Despite her initial reluctance, she would eventually move there, along with her then 13-year-old daughter, and become one of Polight's wives.
Come here, wife. What we doing?
NASA.
Word up. So, wife. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Y'all know what's going on. My teeth super white, but that has nothing to do with anything, does it?
At this time, he was only with Aminette and Riot. For reasons unknown, him and Victoria had parted ways not long before he arrived.
Understand this, you shouldn't get into a relationship until you both understand each other's roles. If you both don't have a breakdown of what each other's roles are, you're going to fail because somebody's going to...
Yeah, and you know, Polight never gets a job. So, you know, scamming is the way to go. And these women sat back and let that happen and never reported them.
Think the other one's out of line for having expectations of you that you believe are not deemed necessary or fit. You have to have roles. If you got a man and he is dedicated to making sure that you are growing your wealth, he's dedicated to teaching you if he's in a position to teach you something you don't know that you find of value.
Thank you.
You should tread lightly with the emotion and the attitude because a lot is on the line. You might want to consider the bullshit emotions need to go out the window because there's other things that are more important, like life and having a better experience.
Yeah, and not having emotions, you know, because you're a human being. Now, throw them emotions out the window and come be one of my many wives, you know, while I still not get a job and take care of any of you. Bring your teenage daughters with you. You can't make this up.
If your brain is telling you, despite all the good that's being contributed to your life, it's just, you know, oh, he has other women or, you know, whatever the hell that is.
Oh, my God.
If you can't get through all of that, don't waste his time. Get the hell out of there, right? Don't stay in it and complain. Get the hell out of there. And smack yourself later.
What?
Approximately 8 months after moving to Miami, he rushed her now 14-year-old daughter to the hospital. After going out with Brother Polight and not being heard from for hours, when Brother Polight brought her back to the hotel where she was staying with her mother, it was clear she was drunk and also seemed under the influence of drugs. She also noted severe swelling on her daughter's lips. Not long after arriving at the hospital, his daughter would disclose to doctors that she had been touched inappropriately by Brother Polight. She also stated the last thing she remembered before passing out was him trying to force her to perform oral sex on him. She claimed the next thing she remembered was waking up with Brother Polight's fingers down her throat, trying to make her...
Oh, I need to pause. I just had to pause. Whoo, child. Let me tell you all something right now. Once upon a time, I was a 14-year-old teenage girl. I can't tell you what my father would have done to this miscreant from hell if I went to him with even one of these complaints. Like lips swollen. He tried to force her to perform, or can you imagine? Like, he wouldn't be here on earth. Polight wouldn't be in prison. He'd be dead. You can't make this up. Like, man, this, who child? And he didn't waste any time making these moves on this girl. This is disturbing. And this is what his conscious community wants to defend. Like, they didn't see this coming when his so-called idol was a York who's in prison for over 100 years for doing the same thing to kids younger than that. They couldn't see this coming. We can't be this stupid.
Throw up. She would be transported to Roxy Boat and Rape Treatment Center, a special victims unit located in Jackson Memorial Hospital. They will perform a rape kit and also collect all of her clothes before sending them off to be tested at the Miami-Dade Forensics Lab. After leaving the hospital, she and her daughter were taken to the Miami-Dade Police Department, where they would both give statements to detectives. Hours later, Miami police were sent to the hotel where the alleged assault took place. Once gaining entry into the room, they would learn Brother Polight had already left.
Housekeeping.
He left because he knew he got caught.
Housekeeping.
Coward.
Anybody here?
Housekeeping.
No, this one center room. Beach police, anybody here? What is this?
You already left.
AC unit.
AC units here.
No, it's a private closet.
Okay. Yeah, we need crime scene. We're gonna hold this. Yeah, we're gonna hold this.
The room will be sealed off, and a forensics team will be called in to collect evidence.
All right. Thank you for your cooperation. We're gonna hold this room now for crime scene. I need to have them come over and process this room.
Okay, so you're looking for all day? Or?
No, it shouldn't be all day.
Okay.
Okay.
We're fully committed tonight. And
No problem. I'll tell them that we'll make it as quickly as possible. So they put a chair there or something. The door doesn't close.
Can you double lock it, please? Double lock.
I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere.
You're gonna stay?
Yeah, I gotta stay. I gotta hold the crime scene. I gotta stay here.
Let me
So.
just remove this.
Y'all, this is
crime scene technicians will collect evidence and take pictures of the hotel room as detectives attempted to contact Brother Polight. Polight would come to the police department a few hours later and give a statement to detectives. He denied any wrongdoing and said he was only trying to straighten out an ongoing rift between the mother and daughter.
That door is just shut for our privacy. You're not under arrest. You're free to leave at any given time that you choose to do so, okay? I want to make sure that you know that and that you're not compelled to stay here and visit with me about some things that we're going to talk about, okay?
He claimed he attempted to take the daughter to an after party at 11 Miami, a popular nightclub in South Beach, but it was closed. He would go on to state that the only reason they went to the hotel room was to wait for a new party location. Brother Polight's story was the complete opposite of what the...
It's so stupid. You gonna take a 14-year-old out to a club and she can't get in? So what you gonna do? Lie about her age or just sneak her in? How was that gonna go? He's in prison, by the way, where he belongs. Underneath the prison cell is where I prefer. Unbelievable.
Mother and daughter told police, but those details wouldn't be known to the public until months later. The test results from the victim's clothing wouldn't come back until early June, a little over 3 months later. During that time frame, Brother Polight continued to live life as usual, and none of his supporters had a clue that any of this was going on behind the scenes.
You're an inspiration, man. Real talk, dude.
Man, thanks.
I'm out here with my family. I had to walk away, bro. I respect you so much, bro. I just found you. You're saying facts, bro.
Man, thanks. How old are you?
What facts?
I'm 17 right now, bro.
Oh, God. Please. I hope this 17-year-old found a better role model. If not, you're going to be in prison next to him, boy.
Man, I never thought I'd see these days, man. That's powerful, man. I appreciate you, young brother.
God.
I'm Honcho from New Orleans, you hear me? Yeah, like what you doing, bro.
And thank you, Honcho. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I wanted to participate in one of your classes. I needed some information on like NFTs and about day trading. I know you was offering a class on day trading, and I wanted to get into that a little bit.
I had took your golden prices class, made some bread. Then I jumped in your crypto class, made some stupid money. I'm like, nah, son official.
Hey, man, I just want to let you know I've been following you for years, man. I appreciate the work that you're doing, man. It's really inspiring a lot of people, including myself, man.
I paid that $99, and I've made, I don't know, enough. Let's say enough. Probably about, I've averaged out all this year about 80,000 a month. And now I sit in the house, I day trade.
80,000
I get
a
the
month?
text messages. I mean, you already know what time it is. Like y'all are even thinking that this is not for real. He's the truth.
And yet we never see any evidence on this. Where's this proof of day trading? She says she's day trading, making $80,000 a month. A month. Where's the proof of this day trading? Y'all see that? About 80,000 a month. Where's the proof of this damn day trading where you're making $80,000 a month? They never show any evidence or receipts or anything on this stuff. And he had a 17-year-old kid talk about him telling facts. What facts? Facts come with evidence and documentation. What the hell? That annoys me because my son is 17, going on 18 this year. My 17-year-old would never look to this dude as a role model. Disgusting. My son gonna ask you, okay, can you show me exactly how you did this? Can you take me step by step? Because otherwise, you're just saying it. How do you make $80,000 a month? Not one graph chart. You're not showing any evidence of real trading occurring. And this idiot is not licensed to trade. He does not have a certificate in trading. So how he's teaching somebody how to trade with no certificate or license? They never show any evidence on this. They just expect people to believe what they say. Because, dumb reasons.
Trade. I get the text messages. I mean, you already know what time it is. Like y'all
are
even
so crazy,
thinking that
right?
this is not for real. He's the truth.
Scam era. Yep.
So much, sister. I appreciate that.
The truth.
Was that PPP loan?
God, on whoever. The truth. Yes, y'all. And y'all don't be in my DM
like
asking
man.
me to teach y'all nothing. Y'all go to him.
Yep.
You know they will, and I'll be going off on them. No, y'all don't pay y'all $99 to that man because it's worth way more than that.
Man, sis, you
and
talking.
cheers with the Azul.
I know,
you know what I mean?
How they feel now? She got a PPP loan, y'all. She should be in prison.
The forensics lab submitted the results from the clothing collected from in early June. 6 semen stains were recovered from her shirt and scarf.
Six stains recovered from her shirt and scarf. 6. And listen. If you're gonna sit here and talk about, he's in the conscious community though, would you leave your 14-year-old daughter around him alone? 6 stains, bodily fluid, recovered from her shirt and scarf, and she didn't even remember what happened. Her mouth was swollen. That child had to be scared out of her mind, to be drugged, lose consciousness, and was intoxicated. She says she's waking up to his fingers down her throat trying to get her to vomit. And he shouldn't get his ass beat relentlessly in prison.
Police will serve a DNA warrant on Brother Polight 4 days later.
Ooh.
It wouldn't be until August 10th, Brother Polight's 38th birthday, and 2 months after collecting his DNA, that the results would confirm the worst. The results found that the DNA recovered from the clothes matched Brother Polight. An arrest warrant would be issued for him 6 days later, and he would turn himself into Miami-Dade Police Department the same day.
Come up here, fool. You take any medication, diabetes, blood pressure pills, heart medicine, anything like that?
This is, oh my God.
Been around anybody with COVID-19 last 21 days that you know of?
And so I took the test to confirm I don't have it as of yesterday.
Okay.
He was convicted, people.
No worries, man.
He was convicted.
Any medication?
No. Okay. It's all gonna go in the clear bag, and it'll go with you. So you can't have it on you. Spread your feet for me.
Sick. This dude is sick.
I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna take them off. Place your hands on the table for me, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're gonna take the do-rag off your head. Shoes, socks. Place them on the table for me, please. You give me his 13.
I know, right?
Yes.
You still scamping in jail too?
So his first name is Michael.
People at the club were holding up signs.
Shoes and socks. Place them on the table.
A-E-L. Last name Noah. N-O-A.
I think he took a plea deal.
Date of birth? Date of birth is August 10th, 1983. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And age? He's 38.
Do we know the case number by chance?
215.
Stop. You want to get him right back.
66. Perfect. 2021. Yeah.
All right, place your hands on the table for me.
Oh, this is your COVID testing, sir, and your attorney's representation.
Grab your socks, put them on.
He's disgusting.
It's fine.
Oh my God.
Clay, you're gonna step in the cell seat for me. Your shoes are gonna stay outside like that. Okay. And when we go to leave, you can put them on.
The day following Polight's arrest is when everyone will learn about the situation he had been hiding for 6 months. It will be the outspoken and unapologetic YouTuber named Tasha K that will break the story and send the conscious community into chaos.
Michael Nowak, aka Brother Polight, as you guys.
Why would the conscious community be in chaos? I mean, he followed Dr. York, right? I don't even want to call that dude a doctor. I don't even know if he was a doctor. He followed that York guy who went to prison for over 100 years doing the same shit. Why would they be thrown into chaos? What's chaotic about him taking advantage of a 14-year-old girl and his bodily fluids that only comes from his boy parts? It's found on her shirt and scarf. 6 stains of it. She's intoxicated. They had a kit done on her. And DNA does not lie. Why are they ending up upheaval? They're thrown into chaos because yet another PDF in their community gets caught. Wasn't that the question they asked? He was doing something wrong. Why he hasn't been caught? Now he got caught and they're in chaos. They're thrown into chaos when he finally gets caught. Go figure. Marianne, you proud of this? You still got that dumbass movie up with this nasty effort in it?
Know him as was just released from Miami, and he was charged with his girlfriend, 14-year-old daughter, okay, in a hotel room. And here's what happened. He went in thinking he was just gonna skate through and nobody knew who he was, because you notice this ain't hit no other publications but mine, okay? And the prisoners was like, ain't you Brother Polight? He was like, nah, that ain't me, okay? That ain't me.
I wish
And
they
then
would have whooped
when they
his
said
ass.
Brother Polight to him off guard, he turned around and said, yes, peace, my brothers and blessings, because he had forgotten the lie.
Tasha K will go on to read the full police report and how it said Polight's DNA matched the DNA found on the victim's clothes.
A DNA warrant was obtained and served to defendant Brother Polight, who is Noah. On 6/8/2021, the DNA sample swab was transported to Miami-Dade Forensic Lab for analysis, and on 8/10/2021, last week, the Miami-Dade Forensic Report was received where it confirmed the semen was found on victims. The TS clothing matched the defendant Noah. Okay, he was since arrested. He has bonded out.
Within hours of Tasha K breaking the news, multiple content creators started reacting to the story.
They be pedos out here. They be pedos out here. You gotta watch them. You know what I'm saying? I watch the white man watch me. We watch, but I'm gonna tell you what.
He's the one that is as bad as he is. Goodness. Well, he's the one that's like keeping his foot on their necks. We can't make this up. But yet this threw the conscious community into a chaos. Why? What are they confused about? A grown man being a Pete? Or them not saying anything because they knew he was one all along? It's so stupid. You think they would just beat the crap out of him? How dare you touch our 14-year-old kids? No. They trying to support him. Never mind the 14-year-old girl and DNA evidence. It's a jacked up community.
Well, I watch niggas too. I don't just gotta watch you a good Negro. Gotta watch him.
I'm sure they were bugging on him.
You never know, man. You never know. You gotta watch these people these days.
What are your thoughts on Brother Polight? You really want to know my thoughts on Brother Polight? Now, with regard to the accusations that have been made against him regarding child sexual abuse, I cannot speak to that. What? I have seen.
Never mind court documents and DNA test results. He's another one here who's a big dumbass that they still sit here and support. Scamming Black communities. And then want people to believe that he only takes money from Black people as if he gives a damn. He doesn't go track down people who give him cash apps and hit his PayPal to figure out if they're Black or white. He doesn't care. As long as he doesn't have to get a job, right? Ain't that right, Umar? You Oompa Loompa. You don't care at all where that money comes from. But yet, for some reason, a bunch of Black women, I guess that, that are single moms or something like that, with no self-confidence and self-esteem and self-worth, they seem to get off on it. Oh, he's encouraging us Black women so much. What?
Arguments that say the brother is innocent. I have seen arguments that say the brother is guilty.
Never mind the court documents.
His court case is still proceeding, and it is not my place to meddle in that. Just like,
but he'll meddle in anything else. But DNA test results to prove Polight. S8 this girl. No, it's not his place to read. Because reading is fundamental. That's all you had to do, Umar, you dumb Oompa Loompa. It's read. Court documents. DNA test does not lie. 6 things. Not 1, 2, or 3, or 5. 6. On 2 different areas of clothing. But it's not his place. But this is coming from the fart that doesn't take care of his own daughters. Go figure. He doesn't take care of his kids either. He runs away from child support court. That's where we at. Somehow Marianne got $68,000 out of him.
Like I did not meddle in his teacher or who he claims to be his teacher, the great Dr. Malachi Z. York. I've had people who have asked me to come to Dr. York's defense. I've had people who have asked me to not come to Dr. York's defense. So I approach Brother Polight.
But this court documents. Now Umar wants to be an idiot. The idiot that he is. He can't read court documents and say, you know what? This guy pled guilty. He's in prison for over 100 years. And he's still calling him the great Malachi York. Are you kidding me? He's got child victims out there that were children when he was messing with him. 5, 6 years old. And he's calling him great. Disgusting. All of them are just fucking gross.
Accusations and criminal charges the same way I approach Dr. Malachi York's accusations and criminal charges, and that is hands off until the dust settles and I can evaluate the whole truth to give my opinion. I do not believe in minding people's business. It's not my place. I hope the charges are not.
It's a crime. You're not talking about personal business matters. He's not sitting here worried about if he should get, 2 stocks in versus 4. No, we're talking about a crime being committed against underage kids. Umar, just because you don't give a damn about your kids or your offspring at all whatsoever, does not mean that you should sit here and just kind of push that on everybody else when people want you to at least have a soul or a conscience and remember that touching kids is wrong. Touching anybody unwanted is wrong. But this girl says she woke up and didn't even remember what happened to her with her mouth swollen. But he doesn't give a damn about his daughter. So yes, Umar could care less if his daughters were left alone with Polight. He could give a damn.
True. I hope he is exonerated. If the charges do prove to be true, then I'll have another conversation at that time.
No, he won't.
Right now,
he still didn't have
brother is owed the time and the respect to defend his not guilty position. And I will respectfully allow him to do that.
While streaming live talking
Umar
about
said
the
he wanted to cuddle with
situation,
little boys. He did.
Sonetta would call Brother Polight, but he would keep the conversation short.
Peace, Brother Polight.
Hey, what's up, King?
Well, I want you to know I'm live. Do you want to talk or no?
I'm actually traveling, but what's going on?
All right, I'm quite sure you see the internet is lit up. Yeah, people are talking crazy that you had
That's not crazy.
14-year-old girl. I don't know how true it is. That's why I said I'm not going to jump out.
So none of these idiots read court documents. They don't understand DNA testing. Are they that stupid? So Sonetta is a dumb one as well. How much more dumb are these people in this community going to get? Stupid shit. Read. It's like they feel they worried about how they look and feel as opposed to just getting in his ass. Because I would hope if it was your 14-year-old daughter, you would. Sonetta, would you let your 14-year-old teenage daughter be around Polight alone? Would you accept his dumb reason as to why your daughter's mouth was swollen and his bodily fluids was on her shirt and scarf? I guess Sonetta would be okay with that because Umar wouldn't give 2 craps. Umar doesn't even give a damn about his daughter being homeless and needing mental help. He don't care about none of that. What's wrong with these men? He's so weak and pathetic, it's not even funny.
Window, I'm not saying none of that until we can find out what's really good. And I don't know if you want to talk or we can set something up probably tomorrow whenever you can stop traveling or whatever.
You know we don't play those games. Just like when niggas were coming at me before the goofy shit before.
Okay.
You know, when people make serious allegations like that, YouTube ain't the place where you deal with it.
Got you. I got you.
I stay with our whole fucking legal team. You know what I'm saying?
Say less.
But what I'll tell you is this. I ain't no fucking weirdo. You see all the beautiful, voluptuous people I be with.
Yeah.
So I ain't a weirdo. That's what it is.
Yeah, but your bodily fluids, because DNA testing is a thing, was found on her shirt and scarf. So you are a weirdo. You're disgusting. You're sick. And I hope you get your ass whooped in prison. And Umar and Sonetta as well. And any other grown man that thinks that defending you is okay for some reason. Because they failed to read court documents. They failed to read. Reading is fundamental. You can't make this shit up. They don't have to care about our justice system, but guess what? His ass is in our prison system. Can't make this up.
But I know what it is for people. Yeah. When you make a very negative accusation against somebody, some accusations are so negative.
It was true.
You be like, yo, that shit's so negative. It gotta be true because who would say something that negative?
That be true.
You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit is. But I ain't gonna speak on it any further.
Who would say it's got to be true?
You be like, yo, that shit's so negative.
DNA test results is negative. He didn't go to court. Funny how he didn't go to court and tell the judge, Your Honor, this is all so negative right now. I just Your Honor, I know what the DNA test results say, but this is all so negative. You know, it's so negative. It must be true, Your Honor. That was that his part of his plea? How dare you all be so negative towards me? Never mind the DNA test results and the overwhelming evidence that proves me to be guilty of this. But no, it's so negative. You know, Your Honor, I don't want to be in court today because I'm not in the mood for the negativity. For them, this is what accountability sounds like. It's based on whether or not they believe it to be negative. Never mind facts and evidence and the finding of law. No, negativity. Because he's a dumbass. And so are these other grown men kissing his ass, supporting this crap. But, you know, ask them, would you let your 14-year-old daughter be left alone with Polight in that hotel room? That little girl was in there and did not know what was happening to her. She was drugged. She was intoxicated. She woke up to his fingers down her throat, as if DNA evidence couldn't prove that as well. And this is what these grown men, these cowards, had to say. Back to back, from Umar to Sonetta. Back to back. It's funny. Once again, Pharaoh comes out being the more stable-minded, sane one with this. Telling the flat-out truth. What the hell? Pharaoh of all people. But these Sonetta and Umar want you to look at them like real men and respect you as that. Are you kidding? You coward.
It gotta be true, because who would say something that negative?
Yeah, who would be
that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit is. But you know, I ain't gonna speak on it any further. But I tell you this: if I accuse somebody of some shit, niggas don't buy into it because niggas hate me. But if somebody accuses me of something, it's always true. But I'm always walking around free.
Right.
It's always true, but I'm always free.
Disgusting.
So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But
Hey,
I just
say
got
no
wind
more.
of it.
Say no more, man.
But
Say no
you know,
more.
love you, man. Thank you for even just asking me.
He knows
you
like
know,
ran
and
over
being
the
a brother,
mic.
just
Exactly.
asking.
Yes.
But I thank you very much. But you know how we got to do when it comes to this type of goofy shit. You got to leave it in the hands of the people
Right.
that deal with that kind of negativity.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. All right. Peace.
Yeah,
Would
so
you
I can't
agree
do
with
it in the world
Sonetta?
of YouTube. Peace.
All right.
It wouldn't be until a few days later that the local news in Miami would cover the story. But by now, the internet had been buzzing about the case for days.
This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polight, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated.
He was not exonerated.
Nothing else.
According to the police report, Nowak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in L.A., asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after party at a club in Miami.
Y'all see how dumb that is? You want to take a 14-year-old to an after party at a club. As if this club is going to let a 14-year-old child in unless you've lied about her age and made up a fake ID, which is illegal. So either way, his ass should be in prison. Sonetta would let his 14-year-old girl be left alone with Polight to go to an after party at a club in Miami because, you know, he's supporting all this other BS. He doesn't care when it's somebody else's child. So apparently Sonetta feels like, yeah, taking 14-year-old girls to after parties at clubs in Miami, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. How dare they accuse you of that? You know, despite DNA evidence. No. The F is wrong with these goofy ass men.
Report states Nowak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast, inner thighs, and buttocks. It goes on to say Nowak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Nowak trying to make her throw up.
These are serious allegations. But in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs, with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Nowak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career.
Why? Because if you didn't do anything wrong, why not call the police? She's supposed to put her daughter's health and safety above your influence online, where you've been scamming and stealing money from Black people. But she is not supposed to call the police, though. Seeing her daughter intoxicated, passed out, you're trying to put your fingers down her throat to make her vomit, and you don't want her to call the police. But yet, he claims that his 14-year-old daughter ran away, went missing, and it couldn't give us a clear story as to how she was found. But this woman was not supposed to call the police to get her daughter some help. All because you're thinking about yourself. And these punk-ass grown men sitting here, oh, I'm not going to say anything about it, because he's in the conscious community. The F is wrong with them again? How dumb are they? We just saw the police report. They couldn't read that for themselves. I don't expect Umar to give a damn because he doesn't care about his own kids. So he damn sure doesn't care about anybody else's. Same man that said he wanted to cuddle with little boys by the fireside while they're wearing their suits. Like school uniforms. For a school he's never opened in 14 years. Boy, that community is starting to look dumber and dumber each day.
Rear. Nowak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation.
Y'all, woo child, this is that's in the episode 8, and we're just waiting on the next one, y'all. Oh my God, the after party thing was a lie. Yep. Well, Kemosabe, damn, he really found a sucker ass woman. He did 2 of them. Afropunk chick said at least he was caught with DNA. Yeah, they forget DNA evidence is real here on Earth in this reality. Like, you would think Umar and Sinetta would be smart enough to read the court documents and say, based on what we're reading, he was arrested based on the DNA evidence. It's not like they arrested him on allegations alone. No, they did a whole vetting of the hotel room. They did a DNA test analysis on her clothes. They did an R kit on the young lady, on the little girl, on the 14-year-old at the time. They had plenty of DNA tests and evidence sufficient to get an arrest warrant on him. He couldn't go to court and say, I didn't do it. That's not my DNA. That jury and that judge is not going to play that BS game with his dumb ass. They don't care about him being in no conscious community. He committed a crime. The end. You break our laws, you're going to our jail. Whether you like it or not. Isn't that what Malachi York is in our prison system? Yes, he is, for over 100 years. That soft sit bullshit does not work in court. Keep on thinking you're not under anybody's jurisdiction. Malachi York is sitting in our prison where he belongs. But yet they want to excuse everything, because he's black. Not because he's innocent. It's pathetic. Weak ass dudes in this conscious community covering for each other's nasty BS. But tell them to leave their 14-year-old girls alone with Malachi York and Polight. Go ahead, Sinetta. Leave your 14-year-old daughters, your teenage girls, teenage granddaughters. Leave them alone with Polight and Malachi York. See what happens. Pathetic, man. Yeah, this is something else. Can we say shout out to Hood Horse for creating the series, shedding light on these cult leaders on these depraved, disgusting, deplorable people. Nature Boy, Polight. They're exactly where they belong. He might go and do Pharaoh next, because Pharaoh, you effing up. You keep going to jail. And if you're getting arrested on things that you're doing wrong and that's where you belong, I'm going to say the same thing. It's crazy. And this is the same community that doesn't want to sue Umar. They don't want to hold him accountable. But then they want to ask dumbass questions like, oh, well, if he did something wrong, why is he being caught? But they don't want to sue him. Can't make this up, y'all. Oh, my God. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Philip says, if I was the daughter's father, Polight, I wouldn't see the sunrise. Man, look. I told y'all my dad wouldn't. Listen, we wouldn't have to worry about Polight being in jail. He'd be dead. He would beat the crap out of him. Like, relentlessly. Polight would not have had to worry about seeing the inside of a cell. He wouldn't be able to see. You can't make this up. Whoa says Miami knows how to investigate essays. Yep. That DNA evidence, that's it. That's what did it. Afropunk chick said it. They all think they can claim being set up because they're powerful black men. And you got Umar calling him the great Malachi York. Never mind, he has 8 children, though. These kids, you know, they had their innocence taken from them. He's got over 100 years in prison. And their court documents, Umar could just read, you know, because he claims to be a scholar and all, when he's another dumbass. But, you know, they rather just let these guilty ass men somehow be protected and defended because of reasons. Marianne still has that movie on her channel with Polight in it and won't just clip that part out. Why give him that? He doesn't have a job, Marianne. You know, something that you might want to get familiar with. No job either. But she'll go in on Umar. You can't make this up. Soneto was a crackhead. He sold bootleg DVDs, filthy Frank. Y'all. Oh, that was stressful to watch. Yeah, that was crazy. I had to pause and breathe deep a couple times because oh my God. Whoo. I have to thank God for protecting me at 14, never letting me be around people like this Polight and Umar and Malachi York and just thank you, Lord, for protection. You can't, man. Y'all pray with your kids. Pray that God protects them, keeps them covered. Let them know anything happens, they need to say something. Because you're going to get the bad guy off the street so they don't do it to anybody else. If this conscious community cared about their own children, you know, because Umar is always lying about caring about black boys when he doesn't. But if they truly cared, they would have put Polight in his place a long time ago. They knew he was doing this nasty ass shit. Malachi York, same thing. How do you not read the court documents related to Malachi York? None of the victim statements. None of the actual evidence. These men are pleading guilty. They taking plea deals. Malachi York took a plea deal and still got over 100 years. Polight, same thing. He got over 7 years. They treat that like it's not a big deal. What do you mean? But they won't read the facts and the evidence. They don't like our justice system, but they want to live in our country. Out of here. Y'all, you can't make this up. This is the conscious community. Yep, full of scammers. Do you notice all the popular men in the conscious community have a disdain or want to harm kids? Exactly. The same with women. Exactly, Block Anonymous. Y'all, this is something else. I appreciate you all tuning in. We got a live this evening. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Marianne again. And another interview that was done with Umar's last housekeeper. What was she? Whatever she was. She was the last, I guess, nursing aide or health aide that was supposed to be helping the mother. And we've been telling Umar he needs to show proof of life for his mother. Another woman he does not respect or love or care for. Umar can say whatever he wants, but he refuses to let the police do a wellness check. Because we should be getting body camera footage. Police supposed to be wearing body cameras. So until I see evidence of a wellness check being done by police department and I can get police body camera footage, it's not being done. No police reports, no nothing. So we're going to check that out in the next live, y'all. So hopefully you guys can return and come hang out with me. I appreciate all of you all. It's not going to be just her. But I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button on the way out. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. Shout out to Hood Horrors. When he posts up more episodes, we're going to watch it so that you guys can see how horrible these people are. It's still clear from them. All right? Y'all be good and take care. And until the next one, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.